Yo, what's poppin', man? Hey, this gotta be the most prompt, on time debaters I ever seen. They ready for the smoke. They already in the background. Black and brown back there. G5 back there. Boxianna ready to judge. We lit tonight, bro. Look, smash the like button as you come in the building, man. We getting straight to it. As soon as my brother Everything Boxing, he on his way. We getting to it, bro. As soon as everybody get here. But I'm gonna go ahead and start introducing people. As soon as I get done letting this beat play, man, I'm gonna go ahead and see who we got in the building so far, and then we straight to the action, man. Everybody hit that like button as you come in here, man. Let's get as many people in here as possible, bro. And while I'm waiting to get the show started, look, man, everybody link is in the description, bro. Everybody link. Y'all go support these brothers and this sister that's up here, man, taking time to bring this boxing talk to us. So we got Black and Brown Boxing link in the chat. We got G5 Gabe link in the chat. Boxianna does a show every week, Friday nights with Nick J. Got they link in the chat. Everything Boxing link should be in the chat, man. Look, go subscribe to these people if you haven't already. Show them support, show them love, because whether you agree or disagree with what they got to say tonight, they know they boxing. You might not agree on this one, but I'm sure you can find something that you can rock with from them, bro. And if you do want to donate to the channel, we got the super chat button and we got the Cash App down there. All donations are appreciated, but at the very least, smash on the like button, bro. Hit that like button one time, you feel me? Let's get it tonight, bro. All my wrenches too. I know y'all know, but just because, just so we clear, we ain't blocking for no different opinions, bro. If somebody got an opinion that's different than you, cook them in the chat. That's cool. Ain't nobody tripping. As long as ain't no disrespect, ain't no racial, none of that shit, man. It's okay to disagree. Y'all can get y'all own little debate going in the chat. I don't give a damn. But keep the shit respectful. And we ain't blocking nobody that disagree. If I see anybody doing that shit, bro, just because they disagree with you or something, I'm taking wrenches, bro. We can't have that. We welcome everybody over here in all opinions. If you can cook them, cook them. If you can't, then shit, that's on you. But don't be blocking nobody just because they got a different opinion than yours, bro. Or they ain't rocking with who you rocking with. You feel me? We ain't on that type of shit, bro. All right, we good. What's up, y'all? I said, hold up, bro. Hold up. Let me turn my camera on, bro. Give me a second. Give me one minute. Me 1 minute there. I am right there. What's good with y'all, man? Salute to everybody in the building, man. We got 64 people in here, 49 likes. I know we ain't got 15 haters. I know good and goddamn well we ain't got 15 haters in the motherfucking building. I know we don't, bro. I know we don't. So y'all go ahead and smash the like button as you come in here. Let me see who we got in here so far. Then I'm going to start bringing up the judges and bringing up the debaters, and we're going to get this shit cooking, man. We're going to get it cooking. Key, if you're listening, we need you in the background, bro. I need you up here. El Padrino in the building. What's up, El Padrino? And if you're new over here, smash. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. We try to do this shit on the regular. Slugger Sam in the building. What's up, Slugger Slam? We got Showtime's finest in the building. Don King. Then stop promoting and came in here to mess with us. What up, Don King? I Karma 123. What's good? Lost Art of Boxing, the lab. What's up with it, Q? Shout out to you, bro. ODH Texas Boxing. What's up with it, bro? Let me see here. El Pinche Ponch. I don't know what that means, but salute to you, bro. Yola Crush. What's good with it? Crush, my brother Crush, the legend in the building. Josh Sanders, 86. Woke the Truth. What's good with you? Dick Justice in the building. G Park. A lot of new faces, a lot of new avatars. Please subscribe to the channel. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Jay Gibson in the building. What's good with it? Love is the word is in the building. What's up with it? D-Man Jr., my brother in the building. What up? Quiet Elliott in the building. Quee in the building. What's up, Quee? Salute to you. Mad Chad. What's good, Mad Chad? I ain't seen you in a minute. All I had to do is get Black and Brown to come over, and you came on back, Mad Chad. I appreciate that, bro. G5, what's good with you, G5? Shout out to you, bro. He's back there ready to cook, and Black and Brown is too. Let me see who else we got. William Old School, what's good with you? D Free boxing matchups with Dwayne Freeman. He got a debate tomorrow against Glove Up Boxing and more. The Gary Antoine Russell versus Regis Prograde debate. Don't miss that one tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. We working over here. Opulent LD, what's good, bro? Salute to you. Curtis Sewell, what's good with you, Curtis? Salute. Let me see here. Who else we got? Daryl Deloach in the building. What up, Daryl? Salute, my brother. Let me see here. I think that. Oh no, William Boxing. What's up, William Boxing? King Style Productions. Ralph Unreal. What's good? OTB Boxing School. What's up with it, OTB? You changed that name again, huh? You didn't change your name again, bro. Shout out to you. Let me see here. Jay Miller. What's good with it, Jay Miller? Messy Nessie Mwah. Let's get it, Black and Brown. Black and Brown in here riding. Thrill Hill, what's good with you? Major Key Boxing, what's up, Major Key? Salute to you, bro. Who else we got? Young Billy, my brother. What up, Young Billy? Salute to you, man. Y'all go check out the Boxing Active. Oh, no, he's the Boxing Insider now. Y'all go check him out. Doing great work over there, man. Go sub to the channel. Tony Boswell, what's good with it, Tony? And I think, Just Do Boxing, what's good? Just Do in the building. I think that is it. If I missed you, man, there you go. There you go. Hey, Key, I'm waiting on you to get in the background, bro. Go ahead and get in the background. Do you need me to drop the link in the chat, or you good, bro? Go ahead and come on up. I'm about to get y'all started, bro. And I want to introduce the judges first, so I need you back here, bro. Let me know if you need me to drop the link in the chat. I can do it. Or let me know if you got it on the email I sent you. I sent it to your email, bro. All right, so check it out, man. First, I want to bring up one of our judges. I'm going to bring up Boxianna. Let me get her in the building right quick. Boxianna, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Appreciate you taking time to come and judge the debate. Before we get the next judge up here, I just want you to tell the people one time where to find you, when you're going to be live, what social media to follow, and then answer the question of what you looking for as you judge this debate tonight. What are some key things you're gonna be looking for? But go ahead, the floor is yours.
You can find the Queens of the Ring live Friday 9:30 Central Standard Time. We have pop-up shows, so if you are not subscribed to Nick J's channel, I'm gonna drop the link, or she might be in here. She'll drop the link if I can't do it fast enough. Turn your notifications on. We lit live local every week. We also are live Sunday at 8 on Trail Boxing for the fight party. You can find us on Instagram at Queens of the Ring Boxing Talk. Also on Twitter, Queens of the Ring. I think that was it.
Yeah, and she gonna drop the link, but just in case she ain't got time to drop it, it's no excuse for anybody in the building not to subscribe, because her link is in the description. The show that she was just talking about with her and Nick J is in the description of this live stream. So y'all go check it out. What you looking for from the debaters? What's some key things you're gonna be looking for tonight, Boxianna?
They got to come hard and heavy. You know, I'm a Canelo fan, so I need all the points hit. They're going to have to come with the right fights. They're going to have to come with the right punches. I need to hear a little bit of everything. Like, I got to have some ground. So hopefully they deliver exactly that.
Already. Let me get my brother up here. Key, what's good, bro? What's up with you, man?
What's up with it?
Chilling, bro, man. Just, plug your stuff right quick, man, and then let everybody know what you're looking for from these debaters tonight, man.
Oh yeah, y'all can find me every day on Everything Boxing. 3:30. Well, 3 o'clock to 3:30 Central Time. Anytime between 3 o'clock to 3:30 Central Time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Over there cooking every day. Check out the videos too, dropping. And yeah, as far as the debate, you already know me, Knockout. I'm looking for, first of all, you got to come with facts. Cause I know everything. I know the timeline and everything they're gonna be talking about, whatever they bring up. So you can't fool me and get the line and making up shit. That's one thing. I want to look, who coming with the facts or whatever, and then just who can put it together. The cleanest, who put it together the best, and delivery, all of that. But I'm not a Canelo hater, because you got a whole lot of cats that hate Canelo, and I'm not no diehard Canelo fan, so I'm just really straight down the middle with him. So yeah.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to this. So that's our two judges. Let me get my other brother, Black and Brown, in the building. Black and Brown, what's up, bro? You on mute, Black and Brown.
Oh, thanks for having me, brother. I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Ready to hear you cook. Let me get my other brother up here, G5 in the building. G5, what's good, bro?
Man, salute everybody. Salute to the Queen Boxianna, my brother Naka, my brother Key, Black and Brown. Salute to you. Salute to the chat. What it
All
do?
right, man. All right, real quick, everybody. I'm gonna go over the rules and we just gonna get this shit cracking, man. And let me get my coin flip ready to see who's gonna go first and shit. Let me get that ready. But real quick on the rules, man. Look, we got 3 rounds, bro. 3 rounds, and then we got a 4th bonus round, but the 4th bonus round is not judged. Each participant is gonna have 10 minutes to cook and then 5 minutes for their rebuttal for each round. And then the chat will be able to vote on who they thought won a particular round, and then Boxianna obviously will have a vote, and then the brother Key from Everything Boxing will have a vote. If you get 2 out of the 3 votes, or you get all 3 votes, you will be declared the winner of that round. I will moderate. No one will be talking over the other party. Everyone's gonna have their time to talk, and they're gonna have the floor. I got the clock right here. I will warn you when you get down to a minute in your time. So just go ahead and cook freely. Each person, as I said, got 10 minutes and then 5 minutes for the rebuttal. Rounds are gonna go like this right here. Let me give them to y'all one time. First round is gonna be which deal was the better deal. The DAZN deal that Canelo took or the Showtime deal that he turned down. G5 is gonna argue for Showtime. My brother Black and Brown is gonna argue for DAZN. Second question will be who wins a fight between Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez and why. David Benavidez is going to be argued by G5. Canelo Alvarez is going to be argued by Black and Brown. And then last question, is Canelo over criticized? Black and Brown is going to argue that he is over criticized. And then G5 is going to argue that he is not over criticized. Let me share my screen really quickly, bro. Get this shit popping and see who is going to go first and who's going to go second. Which one of you brothers wants to call it in the air, man?
Tails never fails. Let's get it.
All right, here we go from the corner right now. It landed on Tails. Black and Brown. Who do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, cool. Here it is. First question. You, Black and Brown, you got 10 minutes. I'll start the clock when you start cooking. Which deal was the better deal? The DAZN deal that Canelo took or the Showtime deal that he turned down? Floor is yours, brother.
Well, basically, at the end of the day, when we're comparing the 2 deals, we're basically comparing 2 fighters, 4 fighters. We're comparing Triple G and Jamal Charlo, and we're comparing Benavidez and Bivol. And for me, legacy-wise, we look at legacy from a global aspect. We all know that boxing takes place on a global platform. So when we analyze the sport, we got to analyze it through global lenses. And when I break down these 4 fighters, legacy-wise for Canelo Alvarez, it's really not even close. Triple G has accomplished double, triple what Jamal Charlo has accomplished in his career. It's not even close. Triple G has unified the division 3 times. Triple G has the legacy. He has the numbers to prove it, all up and down. We can break it down. I can go into detail if we want. How much time do I got first round knockout? How much time?
You got 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes. You ain't even a minute in yet. Cook.
10 minutes. Triple G got huge fights on his resume. Unifications with Kell Brook, Danny Jacobs, beat Vanis Monderosian in the second round. The best win on Demetrius Andre's resume. Triple G got him out of there in the second round. Undefeated Steve Rose, Deremchenko, just unified with Murata. I mean, the legacy of Triple G, it goes without saying. Jamal Charlo cannot match up. It's not even close. I know here in America, we love Jamal Charlo. We want him to be more than what he is. But when it comes down to it, really at the end of the day, the dude's career is on life support. And it seems like people want Canelo to fight him to save this dude. But he ain't doing nothing to get the attention of the boxing fans globally. Yeah, here in America, yeah, people love Jamal Charlo. But globally, no one knows who this dude is, bro. No one knows who he is. And we all know his career's on life support. We all know that shit. Now, if this debate would have happened 2 months ago, maybe it'd be a different story. But today, the dude being inactive for over a year, going through all kind of personal shit, his wifey busting him out. Come on, bro. We know Jamal Charlo's career's on life support. He don't even measure up to Triple G at this point. You can say what you want about Triple G's age. Plenty of fighters fight over the age of 40, 38, 39. Look at Beterbiev right now, 38 years old, one of the deadliest dudes at the light heavyweight division. You know, you can try to downplay Triple G by bringing up his age, but the dude's accolades, his accomplishments, and what he brings to the table in the ring, bro, it's not even an argument. It's not even close. It's not even close. And not to mention the numbers that Triple G has to back himself up. Triple G's been doing numbers. With Canelo, without Canelo, Triple G does numbers. One thing about Triple G, he's a walking Hall of Famer, and he really don't need anybody else in the sport. Now, when it comes to comparing Benavidez to Dimitri Bivol Dimitri Bivol is not only the heavier fighter in the heavier division, he was a champion, the more established fighter, the better resume, has beat way more dangerous fighters than David Benavidez. And I'm a huge David Benavidez fan, but let's be honest, he's young. The kid is young. He's untested. He's unproven. The sky's the limit for Benavidez. But at the end of the day, bro, he has not proved that shit against no B, C. You know, I'll give Ronald Ellis C-level talent, C-plus level talent. But other than Ronald Ellis, who has Benavidez really beat? So to try to compare Dimitri Bivol and David Benavidez, to me, again, it's not even close. This first round is a wash, bro. The fighters cannot compare. We cannot talk about the money because the money was the same. The numbers are the same. Both deals, 50 million each fight, 50 million each fight. We cannot talk about the money. You got all these promotional companies throwing 50 million a fight at Canelo Alvarez. So we can't talk about the money. All we can talk about is the legacy and what each fighter will do for Canelo's legacy. And when we talk, and in the day and age of fighters cherry picking and taking the easy route, people are going to try to downplay Bivol and call him a Euro bum or a cherry pick gone wrong. But the fact that he went in there and did what he did to Canelo Alvarez shows you that Canelo is picking the toughest opponent, taking the hardest route. He could have went the easy route, but he chose the harder route. People will say it's the easier route, but to me, it's the harder route with more legacy attached to it.
All right, you done? You threw black and brown? Is it?
I think I'm done with the first round, bro. I don't think I need to say much more. The fighters don't compare. They don't level up, especially with Jamal Charlo, the state of his career where it's at today. He's basically looking for a lifeline. And to me, that fight don't really bring anything to Canelo's legacy. It don't do much for Canelo. When the money's all the same everywhere you go, what does that name bring to the table at the end of the day? Canelo would be saving this dude's career if he fought him.
Already, man. All right, so that's the end of his first round. G5, let me catch these damn super chats real quick. Then we're going straight to you. Black Brown came out swinging and shit. Okay. All right, Scott Walker with the $5 super chat says salute. Boxing King, fire debate. I appreciate you, Scott Walker. Thanks for supporting the channel. Then we got Brig Johnson with that $5 super chat says Benavidez has the 168 division in voluntary witness protection. All right, man. Look, G5, it's on you. You got 10 minutes, man. Time starts as soon as you start talking. Go ahead and do your thing, bro. First round on you. Question. Let me light it up real quick. Just again, where'd it go? All right. Which deal was better? The better deal, the zone deal or the Showtime deal? Go ahead and cook, man.
I'm good. Easy. Okay. So we talking about deals. Nothing it had to do with the fighter's resume, the numbers they did. We talking about which deal was better. So which one that was presented to the table, is that what we talking about, bro? We not gonna give a damn about who they fought right now. We talking about right now. Which deal was better? The zone is an app. Why would I go with a functioning social or promotional outfit that gave Canelo $365 million, and they had to even go to court to settle with that because guess what? They went belly up. That means their eyes are bigger than their mouth can push out. They don't have the money to do what they want to do. So why would I go with that? Okay, you want to talk about the fighters? All right, let's go. Triple G. Yeah, he is older. Well, why Canelo wait some years to fight him and let him get older for a third fight? Canelo was the same person that said he didn't even want to fight. He didn't even want to entertain Triple G no more. So so we believe that shit? Nah. You got Jamal Charlo. Who was the better fighter now? Jamal Charlo or Triple G? I would go with Jamal Charlo. Come on now. Triple G fought a Marauder that was off for 2 years. How you go from 14 and all of a sudden be his mandatory? That ain't no tough ass fight. Come on now. So you want us to respect that? Yeah, Charlo might be going through some personal shit, but in the ring, he's the better fighter. He's at this point now, he's gonna bring a bigger bag than Triple G. He offered you Charlo, Benavidez, or Errol Spence. Take Errol Spence off the table. Charlo and Benavidez are far better fighters than, especially Triple G in compared to Charlo. That's not even close. At this point now, you can say whatever you want about it, but Triple G is on his last leg. And he's going for a third fight. You could have settled that shit in the first 2 fights. Now we move on to Benavidez versus Bivol. Bivol, yes, he's a champion at 175. We not gonna give Canelo credit for going back to 175 and getting the belt for the second time. You already got the belt the first time against Sergey Kovalev, and you gave him a short notice, short camp. Come on, bro. We don't respect that. Give a man a full camp if you're gonna fight him. Oh, but you want us to respect, oh, he's going to be destined to be great. He's trying to be great by going to go fight Bivol. First of all, you undisputed at 68. You should appease the people in your division that's chomping at the bit, like David Morrell or David Benavidez, a fight that was offered in the Showtime contract. Showtime is a pay-per-view. They're going to sell. You get front end and back end. Ain't no guarantee you're going to get front end and back end money with the DAZN on the app. They not popping in America like that, homie. He went away after he already just got a sweet deal fighting Caleb Plant. Make it make sense. Got the front end and the back end money. But then you choose to go, oh, I'm being great. I'm going to go fight Bivol and Triple G. And that's better than two fighters that you got dialogue and history with? Come on, bro. You've been ducking Charlo and moving around his ass playing hopscotch from 54. Just like Andre. Move up to 60. Still the same thing. So I'm not gonna say they're a better fighter. No. The sweeter deal is guaranteed money on the front end, back end. They can promote you and they're gonna sell. This is American network. They're gonna sell over here. The DAZN don't have anything going on in America like that. They was the same people that said pay-per-view was dead, but the same people that now adopted the pay-per-view the motto again. But I thought pay-per-view was dead. Make that shit make sense. Now they doing pay-per-views up in their monthly rates for all their customers. The yearly package is higher now because they're trying to keep up with pay-per-view. The same thing that they was telling everybody that it was dead, and now they are back on. They piggybacking doing that now, trying to do pay-per-view, get money. Copying the motto that they announced and came in stomping like big dogs. And we coming into America and shaking up the market. And pay-per-view is dead. Rock with the DAZN. And they ain't done shit in America. Anthony Joshua came up over here trying to push that DAZN shit. He came over here and got embarrassed. DAZN ain't doing shit in America. So why would I go over there to DAZN and do a deal with them for a guarantee against Canelo? I mean, against Bivol and Triple G. I already fought Triple G. What is that going to benefit? How is that deal going to benefit me? I will go with the Showtime. David Benavidez is your mandatory at 68. You beat him in this Showtime deal. You knock off your mandatory and shut him the fuck up. Because you went and fought your sparring partner for his belt that he lost rather than fight him. He fought multiple mandatories for that position and you still didn't fight him. So why wouldn't you go take the Showtime deal, fight Benavidez, and knock off Charlo, take his belt at 160, and if you want to talk about legacy, go back down to 160, fight Triple G at 160, take his belt. Andre just moved and dropped his belt. That belt is open. It's about to get fought for. Get that belt and then try to knock off Jaime Munguia at 160. You want to talk about legacy? Go down and be undisputed at 160 and 168. That's finding your legacy and getting paid on the front end and back here with a deal. So which deal would be better? A deal or a promotional outfit that's going to promote you? You're going to be promoted doing football games. What the hell I'm going to be doing again? Promoted against a cricket game? Don't nobody watch no damn cricket in America. Quit playing. Which deal was better? Eddie Hearn can't even keep his own damn fighters. Using his own damn fighter as a damn tool. Know that man wasn't ready and still put him in there with Usyk. But this is a better deal? Please. Front end and back end money. From a respected network like Showtime that people know they're going to tune into. You say, for example, you say Canelo and Charlo fighting on Showtime, Canelo and Charlo fighting on DAZN. Which one you going to click on? Showtime. I'm done.
All right, man. That's it for round one for G5. This is Black and Brown's time to rebuttal. What he heard from G5 in round one, Black and Brown, you're going to have 5 minutes for your round one rebuttal. Time starts as soon as you start talking. Floor is yours, brother.
Everything Boxing said, he's looking for facts, and my boy right here didn't give no facts. All narratives and opinions. The opinion that Charlo is a better fighter than Triple G at this moment is strictly opinion, bro. Charlo, we just seen Triple G unify. No matter you like the opponent or not, we know how this sport works. We've seen him unify, and not only unify, knock out his opponent. You can say what you want about his opponent, but he unified and he knocked him out. What did Charlo just do? He backed out of a fight with Selecki. So where are you getting this opinion from that Charlo is a better fighter than Triple G at the moment? You got to be making this shit up in your head. There ain't no way that you can, from what you've seen over the last year, nothing tells us as boxing fans that Jamal Charlo is better than Triple G. It actually tells us the opposite if we're watching and paying attention. Because the last time Jamal Charlo fought, he fought Juan Montiel and he struggled. We all know that shit. We all know he looked like shit against Montiel. When was the last time we seen Jamal Charlo actually look like a monster inside the ring? You got to go back to the Dennis Hogan fight. When he brought up Dennis Hogan was the last time Jamal Charlo actually looked dangerous inside the ring. So my boy just gave a shitload of opinions and narratives. I didn't know we were going to start weighing I didn't know we were going to start weighing DAZN's financial pockets. I didn't know we were doing that. DAZN looks like they're doing just fine to me. Now, if there's fans here in America who are biased and don't want to fuck with DAZN because of their American bias, that's on them, bro. But like I said in the beginning of this debate, this sport is a global sport, and it takes place on a global platform. So if you're picking and choosing what promotional companies you like and what promotional companies you don't like, bro, you lost already, bro. You can't fuck with me in this debate, bro, because you lost already. In round one, you're already showing your American bias. In round one already, bro. Hey, Southern T, get the towel for your boy, bro. You need the towel. Throw the towel in for your boy, bro, because he already lost his debate. In round one, he's already exposed his American bias, talking about DAZN this and DAZN that. DAZN's putting on good boxing for boxing fans. Why are you in your feelings about them going broke and they ain't got no money and they're getting sued? Where you getting that shit from? Where's that shit coming from? That shit ain't facts. That's narratives. That's opinions. That's YouTube bullshit. Ain't nothing. There's nothing factual about that. You want to know what's factual? At the DAZN is putting on 50-50 fights. You criticize Eddie Hearn because he threw his number one dude. You want Canelo to fight Benavidez, who's his mandatory, but you're criticizing Eddie Hearn for throwing his number one guy in the ring with his mandatory. So what is it? Which one is it, bro? Which one is it? You're criticizing Eddie Hearn for throwing his number one star in a 50-50 fight? Eddie Hearn's giving us 50-50 fights as boxing fans, and we're going to criticize him for it? What you want? You want him to protect his fighters? Is that what you want, bro? You want more of that? You want more of these fighters out here being protected and taking the easy route when they're 32 years old? What do you want, bro? More 32-year-olds doing showcases? More Demetrius Andrade versus Seleckis? What you want? Another Demetrius Andrade versus Luke Keeler? What you want, bro? Come on, bro. Eddie Hearn's giving us 50-50 fights, and you're up here complaining about it. You're up here trying to knock him for it. This shit don't make no sense. Just like you want Benavidez to stay down at 68 and fight his mandatory, Usyk was Anthony Joshua's mandatory, brother. He had to fight him. He had to fight him, bro. There was no Eddie Hearn throwing him in the ring, throwing his number one star in the ring. There is none of that, bro. There is none of that. These are 50-50 fights. DAZN is giving us 50-50 fights, and you're over here bashing them for it. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. I think round one, my boy right here showed his American bias. So that's how I feel, bro. This shit's over. This shit's over. Let's get to the next round, bro. This shit's over, bro.
All right. G5, you got 5 minutes for your rebuttal. Time starts as soon as you start talking. It's on you, bro.
Go ahead and start it. First of all, I never showed bias. They came in the game talking about they coming to dominate the U.S., brother. I'm not showing American bias. They came in saying that, homie, not me. AJ seemed to have issue. I never said DAZN was bad. I said Eddie Hearn put AJ in there, and he seemed not to be ready. That's using your cash cow, your number one option. Demetrius Andrade was over there on the zone, and he never got to fight with Canelo. That's an in-house fight. That's easy to make. So what the fuck are you talking about? I don't give a damn how you feel talking about, oh, I'm bashing it. The bias, the zone. They the ones running their mouth. They the one who went to court with Canelo. That's public knowledge. They the one who said they losing money. I didn't. That's why they parted ways with Canelo, because he was getting too much money and he was taken away from the major pot. So I ain't got no damn bias against no DAZN. Charlo, he might have had a struggle with Selecki. Okay. A younger fighter, he has a belt too. We talking about the deal. So who's gonna get promoted? He's gonna make more money possibly with Charlo rather than Triple G right now. They already fought. Him and Charlo been having dialogue for years now. Whether you like it or not, people in the sport of boxing still want to see Charlo and fucking Canelo. He was part of the deal. They sent it to him. He didn't take it. So do we call Canelo a duck for not signing that contract? Charlo was a part of it. Benavidez, I didn't say he got to stay at 168. Shit, that's his division. Why would Canelo not stay in his division and fight the man? That's his mandatory. He undisputed. You talking about you want to go up and be great and going up to 75, bro, you been up there already. You not going to get the same credit that you went up there and got fucking Sergey Kovalev with, bro. You been a champion up there. You'll be 2-time. Okay, Bivol a better fighter. You're going to get credit for it, but we not looking for you to fight Bivol. We're looking for you to fight the people in your division, bruh. Morrell is calling for you. Benavidez is right there. In this deal, Benavidez was in there. A person that you got quarrel with for years, Charlo is in this deal. Showtime is proven to sell and do better numbers. That's not no bias or no fucking opinions. You come in with your damn opinions. Showtime is proven. Yeah, DAZN, and I didn't say DAZN didn't give us 50-50 fights, bro. You made that shit up. Not one time did that come out my mouth. I said strictly about AJ, and they went to court with Canelo, and they said they was losing money, and they was parted ways because they was doing Corona, and they couldn't fund his bag. Why? Because people went at max capacity, brother. So they were losing money dealing with Canelo. Remember that 35 million a fight he was getting over there? They couldn't fund that shit. That's why they started trying to bring it on down to 20 million. Then end up parting ways and that deal is over with. So I mean, you could miss me with all that. I made my points clear. I didn't bash DAZN. I repeated on what the words that they came in and into this game saying pay-per-view is dead and that they coming to take over the American market on an app that they never even established in a demographic they have no recollection or even the first idea how to start it over there in America.
Yeah, but that didn't have nothing to do. That didn't have nothing to do with the first round topic.
Hold on, Black and Brown.
That's part of the deal.
You got
bro.
1 minute. You got 1 minute. G5. Go ahead.
That's all I'm saying. They say that's part. Which deal is better? I just made that was an example that they came in and saying using their own words. I didn't make that up. They said they're gonna use America. I'm not being biased towards the American market. I said, oh, they ain't got no, but they don't really built up in the American market. They foundations in the UK. I'm not bashing them and saying that they can't do shit in America, but they got to build it up. I didn't bash them. That's it.
Yeah, I just don't see.
All right, man. That's it. That's it for round. That's it for round one. Y'all can go ahead and talk a little shit to each other right quick while I get this.
No, it's all good. I just don't see what that had to do with round one topic, like the lawsuits and shit. Like, what did that got to do with round one? He really bringing up the lawsuit just and made him look bad because they pay him more than 35 now. You said, oh, they couldn't pay him 35. They pay him 50 now. So bringing up the lawsuit, bro, didn't make no sense. It had nothing to do with the first round topic. It's all good.
That was only strictly talking about what DAZN did. That was the example, homie. We know he get 50 now. He got 50 over there with Showtime, my man. That's all I'm saying. He went over to the PBC Showtime to get 50. I made an example talking about the deal.
Y'all let me hear right quick. Moderate this. Y'all let me hear right quick and moderate this thing. Listen, chat. Y'all for part of the vote. I got it up right now. Who won round one? Y'all go ahead and vote. Y'all gotta have your votes in by the time I get done with Boxianna and everything boxing. I'm gonna go to Boxianna first. Boxianna, You on your
Your audio,
eyes on you. Everything's on you. Who won round one in your eyes?
your audio
Tell us why
chopping
you
up.
picked.
Knockout.
Oh,
Knockout. Your audio chopping up.
hold on.
Yeah, your audio off.
How about now?
Think you good?
All right, it's on Boxianna. Boxianna, let us know who won round one in your eyes and why they won it.
A lot to say. First off, y'all was all over the place. But you kind of brought it back together at the end. Black and Brown was on point in the beginning. He brought a point to the legacy fights and the money that was made, and the fighters don't compare to Showtime's fighters resume wise. I didn't like the Bivol versus Benavidez reference because if you want to be technical, their resumes are the same. They both ain't really fighting nobody. G5, he came in kind of off, but he made it up in a rebuttal. There's a lot of stuff that Black and Brown said that I kind of really didn't agree with, and G5 kind of started making sense towards the end. So this round kind of was 50-50 to me, because Black and Brown started off super fire, and then G5 ended really fire. So I'm in a 50-50 boat with this round.
You gotta pick a winner though. We need a winner. You gotta pick somebody. You gotta give it to somebody.
Benavidez ain't got no Joe Smith on his resume. I mean, at least Joe Smith. You got to give
No.
Bivol credit.
Hold on, Black and Brown.
My bad.
No, it's cool.
Hey, bro, she
Can everything go and then I say who?
Yeah, all right. We'll come back to you, Keith. We'll come back to you, Keith. Go ahead and break down who you got winning this round and why they won it.
So, as far as this round, Black and Brown, because he went first, I'm gonna go with him first. So I'm listening to what he's saying, right? And a lot of what he was saying, like that shit, I was feeling it. It made a lot of sense because he was comparing, like, okay, you know, the resumes. He breaking down the resumes and like, okay, Charlo ain't fought. And even though I don't like Triple G, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't like Triple G at all, but Black and Brown was making some great points. Like when you compare Triple G to Charlo, like it ain't really no comparison. And then when he went to David Benavidez, he's like, hey, he young. We think that he's great. You know what I'm saying? We can see the talent, but he ain't fought nobody. So what is the harder task? The harder task is going over there and fight Triple G. If you look at what he's done in his past in fighting Bivol first, right? So he made that point great. The only thing to me is when G5 came, he knocked it out the ballpark because he came and he actually answered the question, which was the better deal. So better deal to me, meaning money-wise. You know what I'm saying? What was a better deal financially? And I think G5, he hit the points, you know, when he said that, okay, well, if you go to Showtime, you know, they're giving him the same amount of money that DAZN offered or more, plus you're going to get the back end on top of that. And he pointed out, you at DAZN, you know, you got to depend on the subscriptions. And so I think that G5, he made, you know, he knocked it out the park when he talked about, you know, financially the deal. What was the better deal? Because that was the question. And as far as the rebuttal, like shit, I'm with Boxianna. The rebuttal to me was 50-50. You know, they both was coming with it in the rebuttal. But yeah, Black and Brown, he did interrupt. And you know, he did butt in, but you know, like I said, both of them was fire. But I'm gonna have to go with G5 on this one, just for the simple fact that he answered the question of the topic a little bit better to me.
My brother Black and Brown used to that free smoke. He's still getting used to the
I didn't know this was Wimbledon. My bad.
Man say he know Wimbledon.
I had to go on mute. I almost saw myself too. I had to.
That shit hard. Boxianna, you still got to pick one.
Real quick, let me say this real quick. But the DAZN is offering guaranteed money, and we don't know. No one knows what back end money. No one even knows what that shit means. Guaranteed money and a question mark money. That shit don't even. To me, that shit don't even add up, bro. Like, come on, you're taking the guaranteed money. Fuck all that back end bullshit. No one even knows what that is, bro. That's a fairy tale. But go ahead.
I wish I could give. No, I wish I could give my opinion, but I can't. I gotta stand biased. Boxianna, go ahead and who you got? Who you got winning round one? I know it's pretty much decided with Chad and King. I still need to know who you got.
I'm gonna go black and brown the first round because I disagree. Actually, if you want to be technical, the money was 50-50. So if we have to split the money 50-50, the bigger legacy fights were over at DAZN. Technically, if you want to go by resume. So I'm gonna give black and brown the first round, but you all over the place, and I hope you gather it together before round two. That's all I can say.
All right. Let me catch this super chat from Miss Coach from Glove Up Boxing and More with the $5 in the super chat. She say, much love to the panel. Love this debate. I ain't gonna lie, I'm entertained too. All right, so black and brown went first in round one, so black and brown will get to go second in this round. So we're gonna go to G5 for round two. Again, you got 10 minutes to cook for the first time, then you got 5 minutes to do your rebuttal. G5 is on you. Very simple question: who wins a fight between Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez, and why? Gonna be a lot of opinion, a lot of narrative. So this one's gonna be about who can make the best argument and make it stick for the judges and make it stick for the chat. So it's on you, G5. You were arguing that David Benavidez is gonna beat Canelo Alvarez's ass. Tell us why, and the floor is yours. And I'll start the timer as soon as you start talking, brother.
All right. Well, in this fight, both great fighters. I mean, you got a seasoned vet, and then you got a young hungry lion coming up, and David Benavidez. David Benavidez has been calling for the fight. I didn't think he was ready at first, but at this point now, I believe he's ready. Based off the last fight with Bivol, we're not talking about resumes. We're talking about skill set. You know what I'm saying? When we come talking about skill for skill, at this point in their careers, Canelo looked like he is kind of in a declining state. I mean, he still can fight. He has the great upper body movement, but Canelo has never been a mover with the feet. You know what I'm saying? He's never been a swift mover, but he is a cerebral fighter that is very intelligent. You know, upper body movement, he has that on point, but he's not going to move. Based on the fight that we've seen with Bivol, if you're a longer fighter and you can keep a jab in his face and keep him on his back foot, Canelo is not the boxer that's going to use a jab and come forward and counter you with a jab. Maybe a hook, maybe a juke or a shot to the body, but you need to keep Canelo on the back foot. I believe David Benavidez and his pressure and his come forward mentality, along with his pressure and the amount of punches that he throws, can cause problems for Canelo, because it's not going to allow Canelo time to think. And if Canelo is on his back foot, Canelo is not the best fighter off his back foot. Now, Canelo is a very excellent counter puncher, and he could catch David Benavidez coming in if he could time him right. You know, so, but I feel like David Benavidez can use his range, and he can be disciplined enough to, you know, get inside and control the range and distance and, you know, make Canelo fight his fight, similar to what Bivol did. You know, keep the pressure in front of him, keep coming forward, and keep an educated jab in his face constant. Whether it's landing or not, keep something in his face to keep him blinded, to try to throw in a power shot, or just to throw him off on his timing where he can't really get his offense off. Now, I do believe that Canelo has a better chin, so Benavidez will have to work the body a lot more, and Benavidez is a very good body puncher, because Canelo does have very good upper body movement. And I think for Benavidez, it'll be his best option to work his body, use his jab, and control it with his pressure. And I believe that the youth in David Benavidez's gas tank is better than Canelo's, and I think that Benavidez will win that fight. I think that, you know, I don't think that David Benavidez necessarily may stop him, but I think he can possibly get a decision. But he could stop him if he overwhelmed him with his pressure and get Canelo on the rope, similar to how Bivol did. But you have to use the educated jab, stick and move, get in and out, and of course work the body to take Canelo legs from him, because you know he's not going to move that much anyway. So I believe that David Benavidez has the skill, the talent, and the output to offset Canelo's offense, disrupting on defense, and possibly can stop and beat David Benavidez, whether it be decision or stoppage. I'm good.
All right, man. That's the end of your second round. Black and Brown, it's on you. Tell us why Canelo Alvarez beat the shit out of David Benavidez. You got 10 minutes. Timer starts as soon as you start cooking.
All right, let me say this. I think they beat the shit out of each other in the first fight. I think they fight. If they fight one time, they should fight multiple times. And I think the first one is a fight of the year candidate. I think it'll go down to a decision. And I'm going to break it down the entire – I'm going to try to break it down from start to finish. First and foremost, again, I got to go back to the unknown with Benavidez. You know, we compare him to Bivol. We see someone like Bivol outbox Canelo. That don't mean Benavidez can outbox Canelo. We see someone like Floyd outbox Canelo. That don't mean Benavidez can outbox Canelo. Benavidez is a completely different fighter. He's an offensive fighter. He's not a defensive fighter. So that's what really gave Canelo a lot of problems in the Mayweather fight and in the Bivol fight. So someone that was defensive minded. Benavidez is an offensive minded fighter, and he's going to be coming forward all night. I think that's right up. That plays right into Canelo's alley. So the first 4 rounds are going to be split. They'll split the first 4 rounds. But at some point, at the end of the 4th round, Canelo will hurt Benavidez to the body. Benavidez is a big kid who loses a lot of weight and hasn't really been in there with any boxers that really test him and take him into deep waters and are going to bang him to the body. And that's what will be Canelo's bread and butter, is banging David Benavidez to the body. So after 4 rounds, like I said, I think it's a 2-2 fight. It'll be even after 4, but then for the next 4 rounds, Canelo starts dominating and showing his dominance in the sport and probably knocks Benavidez down sometime in the 5th, 6th, 7th round, knocks him down one time and really takes control of the fight. I don't think Benavidez can apply that type of pressure all night on Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is too strong to the body. G5 says something about he don't have the jab, but he has the counters. And for someone like Benavidez that's going to be coming forward, you don't need to jab him because he's already going to be coming forward himself. So you counter to the body. And that's where Benavidez is going to be pudgy. That's where he'll be weak at. We know Benavidez is a big kid who loses a lot of weight to make 168. So he's going to be weight drained. He won't be in his best shape. And the kid's chubby. We know Benavidez is a chubby fighter. We know that about him. So after 8 rounds of fighting, 8 rounds of action, I got Canelo up 6-2, probably 7-3. After 10, 7-3 after 10. But the last 2 rounds, Benavidez makes a push and tries to get back into the fight. But Canelo, again, hurts him with body shots, backs him up with body shots, and Canelo squeaks out a split decision victory. That's how I think Canelo beats Benavidez in the first fight. Like I keep saying, to me, Benavidez just hasn't showed that level of fighting yet. He hasn't been in there with a high-level opposition yet. And we all know there's levels to this shit. And until I see Benavidez in there with something higher than a B plus fighter or a you know, I haven't seen him in there with anybody higher than B plus. I mean, I'm being generous when I call Ronald Ellis a B plus fighter. I think Ronald Ellis and Andre Durrell have been his toughest opponents, and both to me are B plus fighters at best. So I haven't seen Benavidez in there with high level talent that's really gonna work him to the body and take him into deep waters. Especially no one on Canelo Alvarez's level, no one even close to a Canelo Alvarez. So it's hard for me to picture Benavidez winning a fight with Canelo Alvarez, especially the first time they fight, because I think Benavidez will just be too young and Canelo will be too prime. And like to say Canelo might be like on his decline and on his downfall, again, bro, strictly opinion, speculation. We go off of Canelo's last fight. I mean, he just went 12 rounds with a light heavyweight who he had no business being in the ring with. Canelo don't weight drain to make, to be the weight bully in his fights. Canelo's always the smaller man going into these fights. And he went in there with a light heavyweight, didn't get rattled, didn't get rocked, didn't get dropped. He lost a unanimous decision. He got outboxed. I didn't see nothing in that fight telling me that Canelo's on a decline. Nothing showed me in that fight that Canelo might be on a decline. So until I really see that against somebody who, if I see it against Triple G, then I'll admit it. But when you move up to fight somebody at 175 and you get outboxed and you hold your own at 175 and you have no business being at 175, I mean, you can't really take anything from that fight to say, oh, Canelo's on his decline. I don't think Canelo's on his decline at all. Not from what I seen in the Bivol fight. Like I said, he had no business at 175. So for me, I've seen Canelo in the ring with A-class fighter, B-plus fighter, undefeated champion over and over and over again, and he always displays high-level talent. Win or lose, he displays high-level talent. The only time we really didn't see him display high-level talent was against Floyd. Floyd shut his shit down, so we didn't see it against Floyd. But every single fight, ever since the Floyd fight, he has displayed high-level talent no matter who he's in the ring with. A-plus fighter, B-plus fighter, C-plus fighter, D-plus fighter. And if it is a D-plus fighter, if it is a D-class fighter, guess what he's doing? He's knocking them out. And if it's an A-plus fighter, it's going to decision. So he does what he's supposed to do with who he's supposed to do it against. You know, and Canelo has proved it to us over and over and over again that he will go 12 rounds with you. He will fight you 12 rounds. A-plus fighter, you're going 12 rounds. We haven't seen that from Benavidez. We haven't seen Benavidez. He hasn't proved that to us yet. I think the world of Benavidez, I think he'll be one of the greats, but he hasn't proved it to us yet. We're not debating what we think. We're not debating opinions. We're debating facts and what we've seen in the ring. And what we've seen in the ring, I'm sorry, bro. Benavidez ain't ready for this level of opposition yet. He knows it. Benavidez knows it. Benavidez stopped calling his name out. Benavidez is trying to fight Plant, trying to fight Durrell, trying to fight Charlo if he wants to move up. Benavidez ain't trying to call for that Canelo fight. He knows he's not ready. But you know, boxing fans, they want to throw him in there. They want to throw the other kid from 68, David Morrell. They want to throw David Morrell in there. David Morrell ain't ready. You know, all the boxing fans, they want to throw fighters in the ring with Canelo when these fighters ain't even ready yet. They're not even calling for the fight themselves. And if they are, they're just clout chasing because they really don't want it. That's all I got for round two.
Already. Let me catch a couple of these super chats. Then G5, it'll be on you to offer up your rebuttal for round two. And y'all get the likes up, bro. 222 people in the building, 153 likes. I know we can do better than that, man. We short by 70-something, 80-something likes. So please smash the like button if you haven't already. Shout out to my brother Brig Johnson with the $5 in the super chat. He say Canelo has no footwork and cannot make adjustments in a fight with Benavidez. Canelo cannot handle 12 rounds of exchanges with Brig Johnson. Brig, you got to get you another helmet on that, man, or I'm going to have to stop reading your super chats. We do not rock with the New York Giants on this channel. It is Dallas Cowboys all goddamn day. Brig Johnson with another $5 in the super chat. He say David Benavidez will make Canelo's corner wave off the fight or Canelo gets stopped in the 11th. No scorecard. Shout out to you, Brig Johnson, with those two super chats. I appreciate you, my brother. IG5, it's on you. Offer up your rebuttal for round number two. Everything that you heard Black and Brown say, I will start the timer as soon as you start talking. You got 5 minutes for your rebuttal. Timer starts when you start talking, bro.
All right. My camera froze, so I cut it off. I don't feel like leaving. But to put it like this, you say Canelo has fought A-level fighters. Out of those A-level fighters, how many of them were in their prime? Floyd definitely wasn't in his prime. Sugar Shane wasn't in his prime. Kovalev wasn't in his prime. He fought them after they prime, past their prime, then he fight. So to say that Canelo has been fighting A-level fighters, and no, Canelo picks and chooses who he wants to fight. The franchise came up because of your man's Canelo. Let's not get that. Let's not move past that real fast. Your Suleiman made that belt for that man. So we're not gonna sit and act like that. That didn't trickle down to other divisions. We're not gonna do that. So you say that A-level fighters, like, think about it. The man can move and do whatever he wants. So he picks and chooses. Benavidez was calling for the man. But then what happened? Canelo didn't acknowledge him. Canelo wasn't worrying about trying to fight a Benavidez who's been his mandatory multiple times. He won 68. He wanted to get his shot. That man didn't even mention Benavidez's name. When Benavidez was calling his name and on Canelo heels, Canelo was silent. He didn't say nothing. He wasn't trying to answer Benavidez's call because he didn't want that smoke with that young goon. You say, oh, he went up, he had no business with being in the ring with Bivol. Didn't nobody make his ass get in the ring with Bivol. He chose to do that. So he had business being in there. Didn't nobody put a gun to Canelo head and say, you got to go fight Bivol? He chose to do that on his own. And the results is that the man lost. I said it seems like he's declining right now in his prime. You know what I'm saying? Based on Bivol, he been up there at 75. He fought Kovalev. They gave him credit and said he was the goods. So I'm gonna give him this heat, that same energy. You was ready. You big enough to fight at 75. You been up there and got a belt. So you can't use that excuse and say, oh, he didn't have no business in being there with Bivol. He fought at 75. He been a champ there. So that don't you can't use that, bro. That ain't even gonna work. So with the whole Canelo with moving from division to division.
G5, you still there, bro? Uh-oh. G5, we can't hear you, bro, if you're talking.
I'll go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good. Go ahead. It went out again, though. I can't hear you now, bro.
Everything boxing. You say you keep up on timelines. If you remember, when was the one time that Benavidez was calling out Canelo's name? It was while Canelo was trying to be undisputed and fight Caleb Plant. After he done lost his belt. That's the only time he was calling out Canelo's name.
G5, are you there? Go ahead.
Okay.
I stopped the clock. You still got 2.5 minutes. Go ahead.
All right. Okay. In recent interviews, when they asked him when he spoke about even talking about the fight with Charlo, he mentioned Canelo's name. But he could keep saying, well, Canelo, he's not gonna fight me. Canelo don't want to fight me. He has mentioned Canelo's name. Canelo didn't want to fight him. He didn't even respond to him. So I guess him mentioning his name is not. I guess that's not good enough. But you ask Canelo about Benavidez, and Canelo, he gonna treat you like he does Andre. That's a horrible fighter. He's not ready. Canelo not paying no attention to him, and he's in his division. That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense. The man right here in your division, you fought your sparring partner for his belt. Come on, that man deserves a shot at you. Okay, it's not right he lost his belt, but man, you fought your sparring partner for his belt after he lost it.
You got 35 seconds, G5.
We good, bro.
All right, we're good. All right, cool. All right, let me catch these super chats. Then we'll go to the rebuttal from the homie Black and Brown. We got Dub right side with the $2. He said, facts, KO. How about them Cowboys? You goddamn right. Brick Johnson says with the $2 in super chat, when's the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl? That's cold, Brick. That's cold as hell, man. Dub right side with the $2 in super chat says, and we still been whooping y'all ass yearly. Yeah, Brick. Yeah, how about that, Brick? You know what I'm saying? But let's go to Black and Brown. Black and Brown, you got 5 minutes to offer up your rebuttal for round 2. I start the timer as soon as you start talking. Floor is yours, bro.
My bad about the connection, y'all. My bad.
Now you good. You back. You good.
He said
that
Canelo waits to fight A-plus fighters, A-class fighters until they're out of their career. Then he brings up Floyd. That wasn't Canelo making that fight with Floyd. That was Floyd recognizing Canelo was a young stud. He was about to be a star in the sport. So Floyd gave him the fight. That had nothing to do with Canelo aging out Mayweather. So when you bring that up, that shit made no sense. Triple G, the first time they fought, that wasn't Triple G in his prime. That wasn't prime enough for you. There wasn't nothing wrong with Triple G part 1 and part 2. There wasn't nothing wrong with his age in those 2 fights. And you're not going to give him no credit for fighting Bivol. Bivol's 31 years old, prime of his career. He don't get no credit for that. Come on, man. You're trying to discredit everything this dude does and just try to smut and drag everything he does through the dirt. That shit don't make no sense. As far as Benavidez goes, the timeline you brought up don't make no sense. You bring up Benavidez saying Canelo's name. The one time he was trying to say Canelo's name, Canelo was going after undisputed. He was mad because he lost his belt on the scale, so he wanted to set that fight up with Canelo, but Canelo was busy going after undisputed. And you want to bring up his sparring partner, you want to bring up Anthony Yildirim or Giovanni Yildirim. It's funny how people will bring up Giovanni Yildirim, but they'll ignore the 4 other fights he had that year, the 3 other fights he had that year. He fought an undefeated Callum Smith, an undefeated Billy Joe Saunders, and an undefeated Caleb Plant. In an 11th-month time span, he fought 4 times. But that's the fight that people want to bring up. People want to focus on the Yildirim fight, but ignore the 3 other fights in that same 12-month time span. The dude fought four times in 12 months, 3 undefeated champions. He undisputed a whole division in 12 months, but people want to focus on Giovanni Yildirim. That shit don't make no sense to me. Yeah, we can talk all we want about Giovanni Yildirim and Rocky Fieldings, but if we're gonna talk about them, then we're just being biased and we're ignoring the other shit he did around those fights. If you're fighting that, if you're fighting with that type of activity, then you're gonna have some soft touches in there. And if you're gonna acknowledge the soft touches, then you should acknowledge the undefeated champions he beat in that same 12-month time span. That's all facts. There ain't no lies there. He fought 4 times in 11 months. 3 of them were undefeated champions. He undisputed the entire division in 11 months. But if you want to focus on Giovanni Yildirim, that's cool. That's all I got for my rebuttal.
Already. All right, man. Let me get to the chat, see who y'all got winning round 2. I'm gonna go to everything boxing first this time. Key, who you giving round 2? Who you giving as the winning round 2 and why, man? You on mute, bro. You on mute, Key.
Go to Boxianna. I'm still processing everything.
All right, Boxianna, who you got winning round 2 and why?
Okay, so a few things around round 2. Technically, the rebuttal round, I kind of canceled that out because both of those was the same again to me. It wasn't necessary in this case because the round had already been won in the beginning. G5, you made some really, really, really good points about David Benavidez and how to beat Canelo. Keeping Canelo on his back feet is always a thing because Canelo doesn't do very well with pressure. We saw that with Beaver. The timing, the output, frustrating Canelo, the range, the body punching, all of that is a really viable thing when it comes to beating Canelo. You have to do it to beat him. Black and Brown made some good points saying that David is a offensive thinking fighter. The soft body and tough chin, that's always a thing for me. Also the weight. Pointing out that weight is a really big thing because the fight always starts on the scale. I don't know about beating Canelo to the body. I think you're gonna have to knock Canelo out because he's just tough. So with that, not even getting too far deep into anything else, I gave the second round to G5 but he made better points. Black and Brown to me made better points in the first round. In the second round, G5 made the better points.
Already. All right, Key, it's on you. Who won round 2 on your scorecard and why, bro?
So, I mean, they both made great points. G5, he gave the technical aspect of how he feel that Benavidez is going to win. Black and Brown, when he came, I agree with a lot of what he said when he was, making the points like, how do we know that? We ain't seen him in the ring with nobody, competing with nobody near the level of competition that Canelo's competed against. And he made the point that, Canelo he's proven that he can beat somebody like Benavidez. But Benavidez, he hasn't proven that. So I like that. I agree with him with that aspect. And then G5, he came with the pressure, like, with the pressure and with the jab and all of that. I did hear, Black and Brown say that he felt that, down the stretch, Benavidez, was going to basically tire out from, the body punishment, but we haven't never seen Benavidez tire out. Like, that's one of the biggest thing he have is a gas tank. So I think that G5 should have pointed that out. But no, man, I'm kind of like Boxianna on the last one. This one was hard, man. This one was real hard for me to judge because they both came with some, some great valid points, and I was feeling both of them. Shit, I'm gonna have to go. So with this one, I'm gonna just go off of because the rebuttal, cause they was kind of both like they ain't really rebuttal each other on the topic. You know what I'm saying? So, man, damn, I don't know, man. This one was a close one. I'm gonna go with Black.
Everybody always tell me it's harder to judge than it is to actually participate in the debate, man.
I'm gonna go with Black and Brown on this one just for the simple fact is that how he pointed out the fact is that, like, you know what I'm saying, like he haven't been proven, like, and he pointed out what Canelo's done, who he fought, and Benavidez ain't nowhere near that as far as, what we know, the proof. So I'm going to go with him on this one.
Already. Look, man, real quick before I continue to round 3 for these brothers and the sister up here, man. Everybody subscribe to these channels. The link is in the description. There's no reason why everybody, regardless of who you think win this debate tonight, there's no reason everybody can't grow from this shit, bro. Like, there's no reason that everybody channels can't get bigger. They can't get more eyes on their content. Because whether you disagree with what you're hearing, they all drop fire content, bro. I wouldn't have them up here otherwise. Like, all of them. You ain't got to agree or disagree. They all authentic and they give you their real opinion on boxing, and all their links is in the chat. So please subscribe to Black Brown Boxing, subscribe to G5 Gabe, subscribe to Boxianna and the great work she's doing over there with Nick J. Subscribe to my brother Keon from Everything Boxing. And of course, if you have time, check out my content, subscribe to me as well. But let's get to the third round, because if we got enough time, we're doing good time today. We're gonna get to the bonus round, and then I might have an open panel for a little bit for anybody that want to come up. So let's get to the third and final round that is judged. We do have a fourth round, but that's just a bonus round where we get to have some fun with the participants. But let's go ahead and get into this. This last question, man. Very, very simple question. Canelo Alvarez gets a lot of criticism. He also gets a lot of love. Canelo Alvarez. Some people feel like Canelo Alvarez is walking around here with a silver spoon in his mouth and he can't do no wrong, and he don't get criticized enough. Then you got some people believe that his ass is over criticized. So very simple question. With Canelo Alvarez, is he an over criticized fighter? Black and Brown is going to argue, yes, he is over criticized. G5 is going to argue, no, he is not over criticized. This time it's going to be on Black and Brown Boxing to go first. Black and Brown, floor is yours. Is Canelo over criticized? Tell me why he is. Timer starts as soon as you start talking, brother.
All right, so for being the face of boxing and basically carrying boxing on his back for the last 6 or 7 years, I do think he's over criticized. 57-2-2 is his overall record, and he's only 32 years old. The man has fought 17 champions in his career, 17 champions. While these other dudes in his generation, they don't even compete. That's the main reason why I think he's over criticized. Because when you're the face of boxing, number one pound per pound, you could be criticized. It's okay to criticize, but when you're lapping everybody else in your generation, when you're doing laps around these dudes, come on, man. You're setting the bar so high. And if you're finding criticisms in Canelo, well then, damn, bro, what do you think about these other dudes? Because Canelo is literally lapping these dudes in his generation. At 154 pounds, his first weight division he started campaigning at, he unified that weight division. A bunch of people will say, oh, he ran from Andrade, he ran from Charlo. Bruh, Everything Boxing said, he knows the timeline. If you go back and you really know boxing, Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade were nobodies at that time. Nobodies. Canelo fought the hardest people in that division. Shane Mosley, Josecito Lopez, undefeated Austin Trout, Lara, who only had lost to Paul Williams at that time, Cotto, Khan. I mean, the list goes on and on from what he only did at 154 pounds. You move up to 160, 3-belt unified at 160. People will say, oh, he ducked Charlo, he drugged Andrade again. But let's talk about who he didn't duck. He didn't duck Danny Jacobs. He didn't duck the man of that division, Triple G. He fought him 2 times. Ended up unifying the division. You can find criticism everywhere. You can find criticism in any weight class you stop at. You can find criticisms. Now, is the criticism valid? At 154, the criticism of him ducking Andrade and Charlo, the timeline makes no sense. Them dudes were nowhere to be found at that time. The criticisms at 160, all right, you want to criticize him for him ducking the same 2 fighters because they were a little bit more popular at 160. But look what he did do at 160. He fought the more dangerous guys at 160. He fought Triple G and Danny Jacobs. So don't criticize him for not fighting Charlo and Andrade and ignore the fact that he fought the 2 more established, more dangerous fighters. The same fighters that these guys can't seem to get in the ring with them. Now, I don't know why that is. We can put the blame on whoever we want to, but at the end of the day, Charlo and Andrade didn't get Danny Jacobs or Lara or Triple G in the ring. These dudes that Canelo have ran through are still active, still doing their thing in the sport. But the guys that we find criticism for Canelo, Charlo, Andrade, them guys ain't fighting Laras. They're not fighting Danny Jacobs. They're not fighting Triple Gs. And don't put all the blame on those other fighters, bro. This is boxing. It is what it is. Everybody ain't ducking Charlo and Andrade. Let's move to 168 now. At 168, He arguably has one of the best undisputed runs, active undisputed in boxing. Actively undisputed, he probably has one of the best runs. When we talk about people going on runs, the road to undisputed, he beat three undefeated champions at 168. Held the Ring Magazine at 168. Currently holds the Ring Magazine belt at 168. Something that these other fighters that you're going to say Canelo ducked have never held. These other fighters that you're going to say Canelo ducked, they've never unified. They've never held a Ring Magazine belt. And Canelo's holding the Ring Magazine belt in every division he touches. So he goes undisputed at 168. Beats 3 undefeated champions. People still find criticism. Oh, but what about Giovanni Yildirim? Okay, what about Giovanni Yildirim? Yeah, I can't argue that. Yeah, soft touch. I can't argue that. So what I'm saying is, no matter what Canelo does, people are always going to find criticism. Now, my question to those people is, are you holding that same energy? Are you holding those same fighters to that same standard you're holding Canelo to, or even anything close? People will say, oh, well, they can't be held to the same standard because Canelo's at the top. Okay, fine, bro. Okay, you can have that. But are you holding those other fighters even close? Like, are we putting Canelo just on the highest of the highest pedestal so no other fighter can ever reach him? That don't make no sense. If you put Canelo at the top and you're going to say, oh, well, he's at the top of the sport, so, we're going to criticize him. That's cool, bro. But what about the second guy? What about the third guy? What about the fourth guy who are right underneath him trying to take over that spot? They deserve the same criticism that Canelo gets. So if you're out here picking and choosing and picking Canelo's resume apart and picking Canelo's career apart, I just hope you're doing that same thing for every other fighter in the sport. And before I go, I'm going to say this. Canelo being the face of boxing, he does have a certain sense of responsibility, not only to his fan base who loves him and supports him to death, but overall to the global fan base, the sport of boxing. And I think, in my opinion, why I think he's over-criticized is because he upholds those responsibilities. He lives up to those responsibilities. He is the most active fighter in the sport of boxing. He keeps the sport. He just lost to Bivol. He's back in the ring the same year. When other fighters, other top 10 fighters, they can't seem to make a fight. For whatever the reason is, the number 2 guy, number 3 guy, number 4 guy, they can't make a fight. These dudes are fighting every 14, 15 months. Canelo's fighting 3 times a year. So when you ask me, is he over-criticized? Yeah, the dude is over-criticized because people love to pick on the small things. They love to nitpick what he didn't do. They rather spend time criticizing what the man didn't do to make them happy. But they don't want to give him that same time, that same energy to appreciate or acknowledge the things he did accomplish by being unified at 154, being unified at 160, undisputed at 168, trying his hardest to go up to 75. It ain't working out for him, but the man's still trying. Earlier, G5 said, nobody asked him to do that. Yeah, you're right, G5, because he ain't playing by nobody's rules. He's chasing legacy. He's trying to do great things. He ain't trying to listen to me and you. He don't give a fuck about me and you want. He's chasing legacy. He wants belts in multiple weight classes. That's what this man is doing. He ain't listening to me and you. He don't care about our American biased-ass fans. He don't care about us, bro. He has a fan base that supports him and loves him and will support him no matter what he does. He don't care about our hate and our negativity and us picking him apart fight after fight, year after fucking year. He don't care about that shit, bro. So at the end of the day, yes, the man's over-criticized because of he is the face of boxing and he lives up to that responsibility by staying active and fighting the best competition available. Now, it might not – remember, this is a sport of boxing. These dudes only fight 2 or 3 times a year. So we can't fight everybody at once. So he's not going to keep everybody happy. But if you go back over the last 5 fights, just look over the last 5 fights, which has been over 20, like a 20-month span. In 20 months, the dude has fought 5 times. And come September, it'll be 22 months. He would have fought 6 times in 22 months. 4 undefeated champions and Triple G who only lost to him in that time frame. Think about that shit. 5 times. This man's going to fight 5 times in 24 months. 6 times. 6 times in 24 months. From Callum Smith all the way to Triple G will be 6 fights in 24 months. 4 undefeated champions and a Triple G who only lost to Canelo Alvarez. So this man is living up to his responsibility as the face of boxing. He's got boxing on his fucking back. And let me look at this whole debate. This whole debate, I never even brought up money. I never even brought up numbers. The numbers and the money, the numbers talk. Numbers say it all. Numbers don't lie. We all know that shit. This man's getting paid $50 million a fight from different promotional companies, begging him to come fight under their promotional. When other fighters in the same generation are over here struggling to make a fight, arguing over crumbs, arguing over $4 million a fight, arguing over back money. And this dude's getting guaranteed $50 fucking million just to step in the ring. Numbers don't lie, man. Numbers don't lie. The numbers generated, the popularity generated, the attention generated, it don't fucking lie, bro. This dude got boxing on his back. Other than that, man, I don't know what else there is to say, bro. The numbers back up this whole fucking debate. Ain't no one doing numbers even close to Canelo Alvarez. And earlier, G5 said, why are we going to watch Triple G fight Canelo again? We already seen that. Hey, G5, because they did 1.3 million pay-per-views 2 times, G5. 2 times, not 1 time, 2 times. Who in the sport of boxing is doing 1 million? Who in the sport of boxing today is doing 1 million? Who's doing 800? Who's doing 800 today in the sport of boxing? Fuck it. Who's doing 5? Who's doing 500 pay-per-view buys in the sport of boxing? The answer is nobody. So you ask why they're giving us a Triple G Canelo fight? Because it does over 1 million pay-per-views every fucking time.
You got 15 seconds, Black and Brown. 15 seconds, brother.
The numbers don't lie. The numbers speak for themselves, man. The money's there. The popularity generated is there. The eyes on the sport is there. This dude got boxing on his back.
All right, that's time. That's time, bro. That's time. All right, G5, it's on you. You got 10 minutes. Third round. Is Canelo over? Hold on, real quick. Let me catch these supers.
You got some supers.
Yeah, let me catch these real quick. There is that one right there. That's the first one I missed. Shout out to my brother Ricky Williams with that $2 in super chat. He's a globally known PED cheat. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Hashtag Con the GOAT. Hashtag TWT with the $5 in super chat. He say bravo to Black and Brown and G5 Gabe for a spirited debate. Knock out the best boxing debate platform. I will cook anyone with Con being the GOAT. Facts. I won't even do that to you because you won't win that debate against my daughter and she don't even know who Amir Khan is. Snacks B with the $2 in the super chat says he's part of the Juice Crew too. And then Ricky Williams with another $2 in super chat says Triple G for the 3rd time. You right. Money don't lie. All right, G5, it's on you, man. You got 10 minutes. Timer starts. When you start cooking, is Canelo over criticized? Go ahead and talk your shit.
Okay. For a man that's so-called to be the face of boxing, okay, we looking for somebody that's gonna be a stand-up, a real champion. But you have been caught with pegs, man. And not only that, the whole WBC who backs you in every function raise the levels just so you can use it and not even get caught. So every fight you go in, people don't even know if you have clenbuterol in your system because they raised the level. People will take the fight because Canelo, he is a draw. He gonna get you a bag, but he get the bag the way he wants to get it. He pick and choose and select fighters at his will, and the sanctioning bodies allow him to do it. Allow fighters to be jumped. Oh no, Canelo don't want to fight him, so he don't have to fight him. That's why he had the franchise, so he can pick and choose which fighters he want to fight. They might not have been that big, but they champs. Canelo said he wanted to be undisputed. Everywhere he went, he always said he wanted to be undisputed. Then you say he want to be undisputed, then you look up, there's one belt to get or something, and then he moving up to the next division. Oh, they start getting a little bigger. Canelo, we think we gonna get that fight. Then he move up to another division. You know what I'm saying? You getting belts, but you leaving a lot of plate on a lot of food on your plate, bro. Every division you go to, bro, he leaving food on his plate. Yeah, he done some good. Don't get it twisted. Canelo got skills. He damn sure do. And the reason why I say that, because shit, it shows. But come on now, we're not gonna act like he fought all these fighters. Yeah, Danny Jacobs got that joker and froze up. Don't get it twisted. Canelo a cerebral fighter. But these fighters, they got in there for the bag because they know Canelo was gonna give it to him. But as the face of boxing, you a known peg cheat, brother. You duck and pick and choose wherever you want to go. Nobody criticizes him for it. Nobody says nothing. He got caught with that peg. He sat out 6 months. He was gonna do that anyway for his next fight. That wasn't even no suspension. But let somebody else get caught with some pegs and they gone for 2 years. Your whole team, everybody in your camp has been caught for pegs. Your trainer win trainer of the year over Derrick James. Your team is known for pegs. Even Canelo. Nobody says nothing. You know, that's the Juice Crew. Because they know what go down over there. Oscar Valdez, for example, a Canelo pupil, gets caught, still get the fight. No issue. What camp is he in? In the Canelo camp, under the Reynoso in the Canelo wing. So is he over criticized? He's not criticized enough. If you're the face of boxing, you have a duty to stand up. Whatever, if you're the face of boxing, whatever you do, the people gonna follow. Being a peg user, hey, that's not no real champ, and you still allowing it. But you a stand up dude, and people will say y'all criticizing Canelo too much. Y'all criticizing Canelo too much. He may not have been caught with pegs again, but guess what? The level's raised for him, so he can have it in his system, and it don't even matter. Franchise status is all this stuff is getting created for Canelo Alvarez. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Yes, he gonna get a big bag. Yeah, he'll draw. His fans support the shit out of him. He got a loyal fan base. I give him all the credit in the world and kudos for that. But he do his big numbers over here again with Showtime PBC pay-per-view fights. You say, he the only person doing numbers over here. Shit, Wilder and Tyson Fury did it. Come on now, they doing numbers too. He not the only person in the sport of boxing doing something. That was fights ago. His last fight he did over on Showtime PBC was 800K on that PBC. that same network that we was referring to in question 1. He did that bit. He got that shit over there with them. So you talking about, oh, no, Canelo, man, like he can do whatever the hell he wants to do, my man. And it's okay. But you let Jamal Charlo, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, you get caught with steroids. There's no sweeping under the rug for that. They're going to plaster that all over headline news. It'll be on CNN. But Canelo get treatment that nobody else gets. Nobody else gets that treatment. So you can talk about, oh, he fought this person, he fought that person. Yeah, he picked and chose when he wanted to fight him. That's not no real champ. That's not good for boxing. You got people coming up looking at this. He a peg cheat. So they think, oh, he can cheat and get away. And nobody's gonna do nothing. He don't have no repercussions for that. A slap on the wrist. Get special treatment. You give him anybody else do to anything that Canelo Alvarez does, bro, they getting crucified or be out of the sport of boxing. For example, steroids. Look at Jarrell Big Baby Miller. He finally just got back in the ring. But let that be Canelo. He gets no repercussions for it. He can do essentially what he wants. In the sport of boxing, that's bad for business. Very bad for business. Because one fighter can do anything that he wants, and nobody says nothing. The mainstream media, nobody's gonna make no reports about it, no nothing. Canelo's just doing everything well, everything great, no criticism. He can move and say he want undisputed when he want to. You talking about his undisputed run at 168? Man, that was a hand-picked, cherry-picked run. And I can't see how he could be the face of boxing when Deontay Wilder comes in and nobody talking about, nobody else but that man. So miss me with the face of boxing. Canelo Alvarez is not criticized enough because he can walk through like he owned the WBC. He can go in and wherever weight division, move up, move down, no repercussions. Catch weights. Shortening people count, rehydration clauses, just to get a fight with him. That's not good for boxing. If you're a real champ, you're gonna fight whoever, whenever. Since he's the face of boxing. If he's the face of boxing, why nobody's talking about him right now like that? He about to so-called about to fight Triple G. Nobody's talking about that man. Nobody's been asking for this fight. But we supposed to be okay with it. And there's other fighters that we looking for him to fight, and we still haven't got him year after year. But he's supposed to be great for boxing. And he wants to be undisputed in the weight division that he said he's in. And those fighters still haven't got that chance. Andre moving up. You think he'll gonna get a chance to fight Canelo? Nah. These fighters that the fans, the consumers, we asking for the so-called face of boxing to give us. And we still can't get them. But that's the face of boxing, though. I'm done.
All right, man. We to the last and final rebuttals. We got my brother Black and Brown going first. Black and Brown, you got 5 minutes to offer up your rebuttal for everything you just heard G5 say. Timer starts as soon as you start talking, bro.
Yes, sir. You said he left food on the plate, but you never really said no names. And then you threw in Andre's name at the end. So I'm assuming that the names that when you say he left food on his plate, you're referring to Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andre. Am I right or wrong? Real quick, I can ask him a question, right? You're referring to.
I don't want to fuck up you cutting your time. Now I was referring to the fighters we got dialogue with Andre, Charlo.
Okay, that's cool.
All right,
so
cool.
Basically, you're criticizing him, and you're saying he left food on his plate. I already made this point when I spoke the first time. Them dudes are basically on life support, bro. Them dudes are on life support. They haven't fought in over a year. They keep backing out of fights. So and then even the time frame, like I already killed that shit earlier. They were nobodies when they were at 154. So you can't keep going back to that, bro. That shit's, you keep going back to it over and over again. But like I said, bro, them two dudes, their careers on life support. But if that's what you keep wanting to go to, then that's cool, bro. But to me, I think you guys are playing yourselves. If those are the fighters that you're gonna discredit Canelo over those two dudes, come on, bro. They're not backing you up. They're not giving you nothing to argue for. They're not giving you no ammunition. Them dudes haven't fought in over a year. Both of their careers on life support, and you guys know that shit. But that's cool, whatever. You took your whole last round to talk about Pedge, right? And there ain't nothing I could do, bro. I can't defend the motherfucker. These professional athletes that take PEDs, hey, there ain't no defending these dudes. We all know that PEDs run rapid in professional sports. We know that shit. It ain't no fucking secret. There ain't no defending if your favorite player, your favorite fighter, somebody you fuck with. There's no defending these dudes that take PEDs. But what I will ask, if you're a dude who criticizes PEDs so highly and you hold that shit so dear to your heart, well then I hope you do the proper investigating that you should do, because there's a company called Snack in the sport of boxing, and they got the dirtiest fucking background ever. So if you're gonna hold Canelo, hold on, let me just finish, bro. If you're gonna hold Canelo to that critique over his PED use, but when you really look at it, it was just some weight loss shit. But all right, fuck it, it's PEDs, whatever. But if you care about that shit so much and you're gonna hold that shit against Canelo so hard, well then you should at least do some research into what it actually was. And second, you should do some research into the company Snack, who came from the sport of baseball. That whole sport of the whole scandal, the steroid scandal in sport of baseball in the early 2000s, that was Snack. That was the dude Victor Conte behind all that shit. He snitched on all the baseball players. He got all those motherfuckers popped. Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, Roger Clemens, all them dudes who are not in the Hall of Fame to this day, they're not there because of Victor Conte. Who's Victor Conte? The owner of Snack. The owner of Snack Supplements left the sport of baseball and found the sport of boxing. So look, I don't give a fuck. Me, myself, personally, bro, I know what it is with professional athletes. I know what PEDs, everybody's on something. So I really don't give a fuck. But if you are a fan that does, and you really care, hey, bro, more power to you, right? But you should at least do the research and find out what is Snack all about and what fighters are on that Snack bullshit. And you'll come to find out that your favorite fighter's on PEDs as well. You just compared Canelo Alvarez to Big Baby Miller. You just compared one computer raw. That's what I mean, bro. By you want to act like you're so anti-peds, but you're not even doing your research to find out what is what. This dude, Big Baby Miller, was convicted, tested positive numerous times for numerous different drugs. Canelo Alvarez tested positive one time for Combuterol. One time. But you compare him to someone like Big Baby Miller? Big Baby Miller, bro, who has tested numerous times for numerous supplements? Come on, bro. That's not even, you can't even compare those two dudes. You played yourself. You brought up Danny Jacobs just now. You downplayed Danny Jacobs. Then you downplayed his entire run at 168. This is what boxing fans do. This is what boxing fans do because they don't like a fighter. They're going to downplay every other fighter that he's fought. And you cannot do that shit in the sport of boxing because we can only judge them by what they do in the ring. He beat undefeated champions, then he gets credit for beating undefeated champions. We cannot go back and start discrediting Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith. We cannot do that as boxing fans. Now we discredit everybody that the guy you don't like has fought. That ain't right, bro. When Danny Jacobs, I'm not Danny Jacobs, but Danny Jacobs as well. Billy Joe Saunders.
I Black and Brown. Black and Brown is 5
Billy
minutes.
Joe Saunders got a better resume than Demetrius Andrade and Jamal
Brown.
Charlo.
Let him finish. Can he finish? Let him finish.
Yeah. Go ahead and finish up. Make your last point, Black and Brown.
Billy Joe Saunders got a better resume than Demetrius Andrade and Jamal Charlo. So before you downplay all Canelo's opponents, you should really do some research and see who has done what.
Already great. First of all, before we even get the G5, great job, Black and Brown, man. You did good on the debate. I can't wait to hear the rebuttal from G5, and then we get the fourth and final round. It's just for fun. And then, man, we gonna open up the panel. But shout out to my brother Zenith 360 with the $10 in the super chat. He say no one asked Canelo to fight 15 different guys out of 60 fights. Fans only asked for 2 dudes, and the face said no. Add raising drug levels and franchise. He don't get criticized enough. And then I think I just missed one more super chat. I saw it scroll.
Zenith, another one, bro.
Yeah, let me. Oh, there you go, right there. All right, shout out to Zenith again. Says WBC, WBA didn't raise limits for Big Baby either. All right, it's on UG5. You got 5 minutes. Time starts as soon as you start talking. Go ahead and offer up your third round rebuttal.
Okay, I'm good. All right, so when I said Danny Jacobs, I didn't say he was trash. I said he got up in the ring and froze up. Nowhere did I discredit him. I said Danny Jacobs froze up. I didn't discredit Canelo. I said Danny Jacobs froze up. That's 1 point. 2, when it comes to Big Baby Miller, yeah, he been caught multiple times. But I'm just saying, for example, when Canelo get caught, when he popped dirty, nobody says nothing. I'm not looking at the amount of times. I'm looking at how they look at Canelo, and he still has the clenbuterol level raised, so he still has an unfair advantage every fight he goes into. You think he's not going to use that raised clenbuterol level that they give him? Third of all, I know about Victor Conte. I know about the baseball scandal. You're not talking to no Rudy Poo that don't know that. I was training for personal track, training for the 2016 Olympics. So I know about clean boxing program and being tested and all of that. So I know about steroids. Yes, I hold everybody who does pop dirty in the same category. It's not just Canelo, but if you're the face of boxing and you have a clenbuterol level raised, you have an unfair advantage every fight you're going into. That does need more criticism. That does need to be highlighted. If you so stand up, remove it. That's all I'm looking for. If you that stand up of a man, have them, hey, scrap that. I don't need none of that. Because anytime somebody fight me, that's the first thing. Well, he on a clenbuterol. They don't care because they gonna get a check. So they take the fight. That's not legit, bro. So, I mean, just the whole ped thing, bro. Like, you're not going to just get away with it. We can bring up Andrade and Charlo. Bro, the division to division. It was other fighters that was there, bro. He fought Lara. Lara should have got a rematch. He didn't want to take that fight again either. He got proved doing that he didn't want to fight against fighters that could move. So it was more food on the plate there that he could have rematched and did again. Not just Andrade and Charlo. I mentioned them because he has a dialogue in history over years with with Canelo. They have a history with this man, trying to chase this man to get this fight, build their way up, because that man telling him he's a horrible fighter. And he pulling up to his press conferences and all this stuff. But he's a horrible fighter. Get the fuck out of here. But then every division he go up to, Andrade the champ there. Charlo ended up being the champ there. Charlo fought for the open belt because their man's took the franchise belt and fought for an open WBC. Canelo didn't want to fight him. Why get a franchise status if you had the belt? Why not defend it against Charlo? You make that make sense. So he moving around specifically because he choosing not to fight these fighters. That don't mean he's not great. He don't have skills. He do have skills. But we want to see him in true 50-50 fights. We not asking for the Bivol. I didn't discredit Bivol either. So you keep talking about I'm discrediting fighters in his resume. I didn't discredit none of them. You making that up. You putting that on me and I ain't discredit the men. So quit adding and putting shit in my mouth and saying I'm doing something that I'm not. You making that up, brother. So yes, he is moving around and getting special treatment and going up and down how he feel when he want to. And those people still right there. So yes, he moving around now. You could say they won there. Shit, Canelo won shit until Floyd fought him. You talking about he seen another stud? He said he gonna stop being on Floyd undercard unless you fight me. Not because Canelo, Floyd seen something so special in Canelo. He said, I'm gonna stop being on your undercards until you fight me. Then he fought him. But then he was too green though. Miss me with that. I'm good.
All right, man. All right, let's get the votes up for round 3. I just put the poll in there. Let me go to Boxianna first. Boxianna, who won round 3 in your eyes, and why did you give him the round?
Okay, so like I've been taking notes throughout this whole thing. So Black and Brown went first, and he made some points that I 100% agree with. Y'all rebuttal rounds, they tend to cancel themselves out because I don't know. It's like midway through them, it's like it changed over. So there was some stuff that I disagree with that Black and Brown said, but I agree with a whole lot of it. He is really active. I think the other fighter that's more active than him is Gabe Rosado. G5, your question was, is Canelo over criticized? And you continue to criticize him. But I get what you were saying. You made a whole lot of points. I did want to say though, because like everybody loves bringing up the pad usage and shit. Like, cool. Yes, Big Baby Miller did get banned and he just got back, but he constantly kept failing. Like Tyson Fury, he's one of those ones that people tend not to talk about, who also got popped for some shit and went back to boxing and nobody ever brings it up. So this whole Canelo constantly getting, I don't know, pinned for pads. I need to see some paperwork that every time he goes to fight, it's in his system for everybody to keep using. Cool. Yeah, I get it. Everybody talking about he's a drug cheat. Fine. Let's penalize him for that time. Just like the rest of these fighters. So if Tyson Fury can get popped and come back and everybody forget, Canelo can get popped and come back and everybody forget. So it's not about the bag, not none of that stuff. So this round, I'm going to give to Black and Brown because of the points that he made. And I only didn't give this round to G5 because the whole pad thing, like, it's overdone at this point. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
Nah, I
all
get
right.
it.
Everything boxing, my brother Key. You were the deciding vote. in this round? Because looks like the chat is riding with G5. Boxianna got black and
I
brown.
don't even look at that shit in the chat.
No, I know it's all good. Who you got winning this? Who you got winning this round? Tell us why.
Keep it 100 with you, right? So the first round, black and brown, he came out and he was on fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? He came out, and whether I agreed with what he was saying or not, like that shit was sticking. Like he was making that shit sound good. To me, you know, G5, he stayed on the PED shit too long when his chance, when he came to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything was about the peds, the clenbuterol. And I thought that he left a lot of meat on the bone because black and brown gave him a lot. You know what I'm saying? He gave him a lot because he went first. And I think that G5 left a lot of meat on the bone, you know, and he stayed on the same topic too long, to be honest. But so the last round, right? The last round to me, honestly, was it was even. It was even. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to judge the last round off of, you know, I just threw out the rebuttal. This round, I'm waiting to see who wins the rebuttal, right? So this round, I'm listening to the rebuttal because I'm like, okay, black and brown, like he came strong, right? And so G5 to me won the rebuttal. Like G5, like in the rebuttal, I know that black and brown, he brought up, hey, well, you know, he started talking about Victor Conte, right? And he said that your favorite fighter basically is on PEDs. Well, I'm waiting for black and brown to tell me what fighter is he talking about. Is he talking about one of the fighters that G5 named, but he didn't do it? You know what I'm saying? So G5, he came with a lot of great points. You know, he like, hey, if Canelo's so clean, well, why did he go to them and say, hey, nah, we don't need you to raise the levels? You know what I'm saying? Just make it so that nobody can test positive with any type of level of clenbuterol, right? And he made that point. I thought that was a great point that he made with a lot of the other things that he said in the rebuttal. So he won the rebuttal. So this round, to me, just like the last round, is even. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna judge it off the rebuttal, and G5 won, man. He won the rebuttal. Like I said, if you go by, because I think that black and brown, he won the beginning of it. G5 won the rebuttal. So last round it was the same thing last round, and I gave it to black and brown. This time I'm gonna judge it off the rebuttal, and I gotta give it to G5. Yeah.
All right, man. Look, man, we got the bonus round. This shit just for fun. We done judging, and I'm about to ask these brothers a question. And little do they know, this ain't got shit to do with boxing. So shout out to Drink More Water with the $5 in super chat. Says Boxianna, aka Adelaide Bird Palms, been greased. Thought she was a judge, not a debater. Hashtag corruption. 3OG5 body
Sign
bag.
that contract, budget. Sign that contract, budget.
Shout out to my bro Darius with the $5 in super chat. If Canelo really ate bad Mexican meat, whereas he traces Trenbolone along with clenbuterol, Mexican farmers don't just use one steroid. Okay, all right, we got some people playing chemist in the chat and shit. All right, so here's the question, and I think G5 will go first this time. Here's the question, bro. It's a bonus round. And I want the chat to answer this question too, because I'm always interested to hear what people would say to a question like this. It's a very, very basic question. G5, you gotta live G5 and black and brown, but G5, I need you to answer. And there's no because this shit is just for fun, bro. And then I'm opening up the panel. Y'all gotta be on a deserted island for the rest of your life. Ain't nobody coming to rescue your ass. Ain't no smoke signals, none of that shit. What are the top 3 things that you need to have on that island? And tell me why. G5, you go first.
My woman.
All right.
Shit. I don't know about y'all, but
you ain't even gotta tell us why on that one. Just get the other 2.
Shit. Shit. If I'm on the island, I can find something to eat. My kids and shit. Weed.
Damn. All right. Black and brown, bro. You
I'm
on the
a hustle. I can
island?
find it. I can eat.
Black and brown, you on the island, bro. You deserted. You ain't no way home. You gotta stay in there, motherfucker, man. What's the 3 things you need with you, bro?
That's a off the ball question, bro. That's a crazy ass question. Give me a lighter though. For sure, give me a lighter because I can make fire with the lighter. Even when the gas runs out, I can still make fire with the spark. So give me a lighter. Shit, man.
Man, he fucked me up with this one, bro. I want
Hey,
to
give me a pot. Give me a lighter and give me a pot. Shit, and give me I don't know, bro. Third one, I have no idea, man.
Black and brown, the motherfucking survivalists out there. Black and brown be camping this shit out there.
Give me a lighter, give me a pot, give me some weed. I'll be all right.
Already. Look, man, let me get some hand clap emojis in the chat for our debaters and our judges, man. Let me get some hand clap emojis in the chat. Y'all salute to them. Look, I'm gonna get all y'all last words, but I'm about to open up the panel. So if anybody want to stay up, you're more than welcome to stay up. If you don't want to stay up after you give your last words, you can go ahead and dip off. I'm gonna go to Boxianna first. Boxianna, give your last words. Let everybody know what's up. And thank you again for coming up and participating.
Thank y'all for having me. I hope y'all enjoyed the rest of y'all time here. This was fun. Y'all can catch us Friday live at 9:30. I'm not sure what we got coming up, but we got something coming up. But tap in. We live every Friday at 9:30. To y'all in the chat, because I was reading the comments, some of y'all was talking about I was being biased. I'm the biggest Canelo fan in this room. I could have gave him all the black and brown, but I actually was paying attention and taking notes. So I just want y'all to know this was really, really hard for me to do. But shout out to y'all. The link is in the bio. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night.
All right, peace, Boxianna. Thank you. All right, Key. Give your last words, man. And again, I'm opening up the panel, so if anybody want to stay up, y'all can stay up. Or if y'all got to dip, I totally understand because y'all been up here rocking with me for almost 2 hours. So no issues if you want to dip. But go ahead, bro. Give your last words. Let everybody know where to find you, man.
Man, I'm gonna keep it 100. Wasn't shit fun about this. I don't agree with Boxianna. This shit wasn't fun, bro. Like all the other debates, when I be watching them, they be easy to judge. Like you know what I'm saying? They be easy. This one wasn't easy to judge because both of these dudes, man, I got to give up to them. They was coming with heat. You know what I'm saying? I was locked in the whole time. You know, they were both coming with heat. To me, this is one of the best debates by far. Like that, this shit was hard to judge. To me, it was real hard to judge.
Hey, real quick, somebody get that shit out of my chat from Darkness Falls. I got daughters and a wife. Yeah, get that shit the fuck up out of here, bro.
Oh, they gone.
Yeah, miss me with that misogynistic, sexist ass shit, bro. I got little girls watching right now. Fuck you talking about? Yeah. Go ahead, Key.
And so, like I said, man, this shit was real hard to judge. Like, you know, they were both coming with it. You know me, I'm one of the most unbiased cats on here. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, so I like in the round 2 and round 3, to me, they was dead even. Like when I say they was even, they was even. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to pick, okay, I'm gonna judge round 2 off of just I'm gonna throw the rebuttal out. I'm gonna throw the rebuttal out. I'm gonna judge round 2 just off around, you know, the main topic alone. And so, you know, I had to do the opposite round 3 since I did it in round 2. And man, so it could have been a draw. I think this one probably needed a bonus round. You know what I'm saying? A bonus round, all or nothing bonus round to judge because they were both, you know, on fire, real talk. And yeah, man. So salute. And y'all can find me at Everything Boxing. You know, like I said, I'm live every day, but between 3:30. Well, between 3 and 3:30 Central Time every day, you know, and we over there cooking, call-in shows, live panel, all of that. So yeah.
Already look, bro. Again, you're welcome to stay up if you want to stay up for the open panel.
Yeah, I'll rock with you for a minute.
Already. Black and brown, bro. Appreciate you coming through, man. Let everybody know what you got popping over there, and everybody go sub to Key, go sub to Boxianna, who was just up here, and sub to my bro Black and Brown, man. He came up here and he did his thing. Agree or disagree? I heard some good cooking from this brother tonight. So Black and Brown, let everybody know where to find you, man. And again, if you want to stay up, you can stay up. But if you gotta go, I totally understand, man. But let everybody know what's up, bro.
Hey, but who won, man? How we gonna find out the winner? How we find that out?
It ended up being 2-1.
Oh, what?
For D5, yeah, he got you. He got you just barely.
It's all good,
just
man.
barely.
Hey, bro. It was fun, bro. I knew it was gonna be like this. We were gonna go back and forth. I appreciate you, Knockout. I appreciate both the judges. You know what I mean? It was a good time. 10 minutes is a long fucking time, but hey, you give us plenty of time. You give us plenty of time to get everything out. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, bro. I had a good ass time. Like me, bro. I like all these fighters the same, bro. You know what I mean? Like you put me up here to debate, I'll make him sound like he's my favorite fighter. I love all these fucking dudes. I respect them all. So I'm not the biggest Canelo fan, but it is what it is. I think he's still the face. I think he does a great job carrying the sport on his back. But shit, at the end of the day, bro, it's boxing. You know what I mean? It ain't. But I do get emotional. I do get passionate. That's me. That's who I am. I am emotional and I am passionate over this fucking sport. You know what I mean? So thank you for fucking having me up here, bro. I had a good time. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, bro. I appreciate you, man. You take it easy, brother.
Yes, sir. You guys have a good night, man. I'm out.
All right, peace. Yo, G5, man, let everybody know where to find you. You know you can stay up here after you get done, but, man, go ahead and give your last words before we open up the panel for a little bit.
Man, salute to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Knockout Boxing 86, my brother, man. Salute to you. Appreciate, you doing this segment, this platform. Salute to the Queen Boxianna. Appreciate you providing your services tonight. Shout out to my brother Keon, everything boxing. Appreciate you coming up here to judge, you know what I'm saying? And just keeping it fair. Like I didn't care who they chose. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm an unbiased dude. You know what I'm saying? So if I would have lost, I would have lost. Yeah, I ain't tripping. If I win, I win. I can't hop in because I couldn't get nobody to debate me. You know what I'm saying? So we Knockout found somebody. Shout out to Black and Brown for taking out your time, pulling up. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your time. You know what I'm saying? And this shit was fun, bro. Real talk. Y'all can find me at G5_Gay, #TWT, AM Cleanup, you know what I'm saying, 6:30 to 7 o'clock AM Central Time, Monday through Friday, man. We cover boxing, then we just talk about, you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of real life topics and just go on from there, man. Just turn into a real cookout, help you get through your day, early morning, a cup of coffee, man. If you're at work, I'll probably get you through 4 hours of your day. Real talk every day, man. So shout out to everybody who pulled up. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to sub, hey, come and get some of that. More boxing content. I'm not, super hater of Canelo. There's actually a kind of, tougher to debate. I think Canelo can fight his ass off, honestly. I don't like certain stuff that he might do or certain moves, but Canelo ass can fight though, real talk. So I'm not this Canelo hater or whatever. He haven't been caught with Pez, but he does have that clenbuterol level still at his advantage. And that's why I was trying to really drive home, like any fight he go into, that's what it is. But shout out to everybody to chat. Y'all been dope. Y'all been great. Whether you pick me or Black and Brown, I just appreciate y'all pulling up, supporting my brother Knockout in this debate. Sub to all these good content creators. Smash that like button. And, if y'all got time, stay tuned. And even open the panel up and, you know what I'm saying, run my brother likes up and views up some more. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all.
I already appreciate you. Appreciate you, G5.
G5, you know what? When you said that they raised the levels, what I was waiting for him to do, what I was waiting for him to get you on, and he didn't do it, is what they raised the levels to. Because a picogram, that shit don't do nothing to it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it 100. They raised the levels to a picogram. I know what clenbuterol is. That shit don't help you. It don't help you at all. But he didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting for him. Okay, damn, he gonna say that, but he never said that shit. And let me say one thing, right? Because when I do my show, you know what I'm saying? It be Mexicans in there, it be blacks in there, it be whites, right? When Knockout do his show, it be the same thing, right? We don't have those issues of dudes coming through with that bullshit. Now, I have to stop looking at the comments because the Mexican fans, right, the Hispanic fans that came from Black and Brown Boxing Channel, right, and I don't have no problem with Black and Brown. I think he knows his boxing. I watched his shit before, and he got some real good content. So I'm not talking about him personally, but I'm talking about the dudes that came over from his channel in the chat. They came with that bullshit, straight up and down. And if ain't nobody gonna say it, I'ma say it. You know what I'm saying? We had a dude up in here talking about nigger. We had somebody, we had dudes all through the shit because they see blacks on the panel. Oh, LDBC this. As far as I know, I'm not in the LDBC. Knockout ain't in the LDBC. The only one
Not
that I
rock with them heavy, but I'm me.
You feel me? So because you see black folks on the panel, you want to come with that fucking bullshit. And that's the fucking problem. Now, I could have kept reading that shit and then held it against black and brown, but I'm a man and I'm grown enough to know how to know not to do that because, you know, that shit ain't him.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Well said, brother. And I'm not even gonna say they from his channel because it was a lot of people here from his channel. Major Key is up here right now. That rock with black and brown heavy. And there was a lot of brothers in here that's from his channel that was just giving their opinions and shit. So I ain't even gonna put that on this channel. It's just ignorant ass people doing ignorant ass shit.
I'm saying that you can tell some of them came over here to support him and they was on that bullshit.
Yeah. Already. Real quick before I go. Go ahead, bro.
I'll say that real quick and then I'm gonna leave it alone. One thing I noticed is you had a lot of debates, right? You had a lot of debates, and this is the first time that I noticed that shit. I never noticed that shit before into this debate. So you know that tell me a lot. Go ahead.
Already, real quick, Mo Bars, I see you in the back, bro. But everybody else up here, I know who they are. I've seen them before. I haven't seen you before, bro. So if you could turn your camera on real quick, then you could turn it back off. I'll let you up here. But I gotta see your camera, bro. I gotta see who you are, Mo Bars, and then I'll let you up here. And shout out to Scott Walker with the $5 in his super chat. Great show, great debate. Look, I ain't passing around shit. I'm opening up the panel. We all grown. Everybody talk. Everybody let people talk when they speaking. Let's try not to cut each other off. But before I do, Money, I don't know what you got with me, bro, but I've been trying to hit you up all day, bro. What's up?
What you mean, Money? I don't know what you got with me, bro. What the hell that mean?
I done called you, bro. I done texted you. I was trying to see if you was cool with the topic, big time.
What does that mean? Money, I don't know what you got with me.
I'm just messing with you, dog. Why you ain't responding to me, dog?
Don't make it as if you and Money got a problem, nigga.
Man, come on, bro. You serious?
Hey, knockout. Divine
came in emotional because they was debating on
Money came in hot, boy. Money, I'm just messing with you, dog. I was trying to hit you up, bro.
Shit, Money just found time for his damn self. Money just woke up and seen that the debate was on.
Already, bro. Already. I was trying to hit you up because Key. I was trying to make sure you was cool with the AB topics for next week, bro. That's all, fam.
Yeah, I got a real seen it, but I'm gonna get back at you. I gotta see.
All right, bro. But go ahead while you're talking. Go ahead and cook, man. I know you hopped up here for a reason, bro. What you got to say to the people, man?
First of all, great debate with G5 and my dude Black and Brown Boxing. Right, good shit, G5, bro. I think G5 could have done a lot better though. It's a lot of things that he left out there. I thought Black and Brown, he came on point. He had a lot of things that he left out there as well. But my thing about debating is when you in the chat, and I talk that shit because of what people were saying in the chat. When y'all in the chat, bro, y'all have to sit back and let the people on the panel debate. Y'all can't keep putting everything out there. Oh, well, what about this? Y'all want to judge already. Y'all minds are made up instead of y'all coming and listening to both sides of the debate. You have to listen to both sides of the debate and then make your mind up off of that. Not come in with your feelings and what you already think about somebody. You go call it the kangaroo court already for us the people in the chat. So sometimes you might not even want to let the chat have a fucking, a point in a fucking certain thing, because if they like somebody, they go choose the way they like. They not go judge it for like Keegan and Boxianna did. Boxianna and Key took their feelings out of it. It's just like when you judging a fight and you want to see who really won the fight, you got to go look at that fight and take yourself out of that fight. Doesn't matter who you like. You got to look at that fight and judge it straight down the middle, bro, and see who's making the better points and things of that nature. Then put your input in. But y'all coming to this motherfucker and y'all turn shit into what it is right off the bat, saying, oh, the man is a PED, this, that. Y'all ain't even listening to both sides. Y'all already got y'all minds made up. So you don't judge a debate off your feelings. You got to take that shit out of it and then judge the debate. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all not gonna be fair right down the middle, man, then I don't think the chat should have a say so in judging a debate, bro. That's
I
just how I
said the
feel
same
about it.
shit, money.
I agree 100%, money.
I said the 100% same
Mhm.
shit. You gotta get 3 judges, and I told Knockout that you gotta get 3 judges on the panel that you know and that you know are not biased, because the rest of these people in the chat, they just gonna go off of what fighter they like and what fighter they don't like. That's it.
Exactly.
Facts. Facts.
98% of them is gonna do that.
Exactly,
Bro,
bro. 'Cause
read the chat. Read the chat. Wow. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, they weren't even listening to the goddamn debate. They having their own debate. And I'm sorry I came in saying the shit I saying because it take away, but I'm just looking at the debate and you just seeing what people saying, and it's just sometimes it just be it's too much leaning towards one side if they like that fighter, bro. So it's like they not fair down the middle. So I like it to be 3 judges on the debate, and then I like for knockout, like for us, this is channel, it's his platform. I like for knockout to be the final judge. You know what I'm saying? Have 3 judges, let them put their shit out there. If it's a split, if somebody got it this, and like Keon and they had it as a draw, then knockout come in and overrule who he feel like won a debate, who gave the proper, you know what I'm saying, the proper assessment of what they're doing. Because people do put their time into this shit, and to come in and get an unfair judgment, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't right, bro. So I just feel as if, it should be 3 judges. If the 3 judges can't come up on it, and if it's a split, 1 and 1 in a split, then knockout overrule what his last thing is, because these people don't be fucking far down the middle, man. That's either way, whether it's Earl Spitz, Terrence Crawford, Canelo, whomever it is. If they like somebody, they gonna call it how they see it, because they grown ass people with their mind made up, and then they like to have their own goddamn debates inside of debate when you're here to watch 2 other people debate. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it, man.
That's a fact.
Man, I agree
But
100%.
shout out to G5 and Black and Brown, because they did a hell of a job today.
Yeah, they
Hell of a
did.
job,
Let me,
brother.
and I wanna ask Knockout, because like I said, if it was that shit could have been a draw to me. Real talk. I want to ask Knockout. That would have been good if we can score a draw and he the deciding factor, because judging a debate like that ain't easy. But Knockout, who won the debate in your mind? You ain't finna get off the hook, because I had to get up here, you know what I'm saying, do this.
Yeah, hey, shit,
Nah.
judging hard. I had to get up here with
real-
him, with you and T. Like, I'm sitting up here like, oh man,
real
this
shit.
shit rough. That
Real
shit rough.
shit. Black and Brown's delivery, he was more passionate. So a lot of shit that he was saying would catch your ears, because G5 was just more laid back and he was cool. But that's G5. That's how he talk. That's how he communicate. I like what G5 was doing with. He stayed on topic a little bit better to me in the second round. So I gave him the second round for sure. I thought Black and Brown came out swinging in the motherfucking first round, bro. Like I thought he came out. He was like, how they do in the battle and shit. They get ready to flip the coin, and then the motherfucker just start rapping like he ready to
Yeah.
kill. You know what I'm saying? They don't even let him. He don't even let him flip the coin. He just start rapping and shit. Like that's how Black and Brown came out. I thought he had a very strong first round, and then in the third round, bro, I thought G5's rebuttal kind of saved him a little bit for me, because I thought Black and Brown was winning the third round. Because I thought Black and Brown third round, like he used the whole goddamn 10 minutes. I had to tell him to stop talking because his time was up. But he was giving point after point after point. And G5 had some good points in his third round too. But it was G5's rebuttal for me that just barely slided it to him. But it was one of them debates, bro, where if you get it 2-1 either way, like I ain't really tripping on it. It was such a close debate. But if you ask me what my vote would have been, I would have voted first round Black and Brown, second round for G5, and then third round for G5, just barely, like right at the end of that motherfucker. He pulled that shit out. That's what I would say based on what I was hearing from both of them, bro, to be real with y'all.
You pretty much saw it like I had, but I thought that G5 clearly won the first round. And then, Black and Brown, that was a close second round. I gave that went to Black and Brown.
But yeah, I'm a breakdown guy. So when G5 in the second round was giving me fucking like the fucking work rate, he ain't gonna get tired. He gonna put the pressure on him and shit. I'm eating all that shit up in the second round. Where Black and Brown was just like, yo, Canelo more experience. How do we know this about, you know what I'm saying, David Benavidez? Well, shit, you supposed to break that shit down. You supposed to tell us. Like you supposed to let us know. And I felt like G5 did a better job of that. But I just, bro, I disagree. I think Black and Brown's first round was I think that shit was solid, bro. I think
I
that
think
shit.
Black
Let-
and
let-
Brown,
let- let me say this, I know-
his
I know it's
third
a lot of
round
people
to me
on the
was the strongest.
Yeah,
Like off the
his
rip.
third round, I think
Yeah.
he was on.
Came out the gate on that third round. Like, that
Yeah.
motherfucker came
I
out
was
the
like,
blocks
shit.
on that third round. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he
Ain't
But
no
2-1
way.
let me say this,
that bitch.
2-1 either way though.
But see, the
2-1
thing
either
is,
way.
to
I
be
ain't
honest,
tripping.
I already had it in my mind because if we had stopped it right there, ain't no way that G5 to me could have won that third round. But I already had it in my mind that I was gonna judge the third round strictly off of the rebuttal. You know what I'm saying? Because the second round I threw the rebuttal out. The third round,
Yeah, everybody else, bro. I ain't really passing it. I ain't really passing it around. Y'all just chime in, bro. I'm not.
Real
Yeah,
quick, because
let me say this.
I just make a
Let me say
point, and
this,
I'm gonna
y'all.
bounce real quick, man,
Right.
if y'all don't mind, bro.
Go
I'm
ahead,
just trying
Major.
to come
Keep
in.
talking shit.
Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead,
man.
Major Keith.
So here's the way I view it, man. And this is no knock to nobody, because I think that the reason you got ignorance in the chat is honestly speaking, we know my brother Black and Brown, which I rocks with. You know what I'm saying? He's got a channel. You know, say it's free smoke. So you got a lot of trolls sometimes that come through. But all that racist shit, that shit don't rock on my channel neither, bro. So I'm glad they got sniped real quick. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't even watching the chat. I was just listening. So I only dropped a comment here or there to ask a question or two when I didn't understand what was going on about something. But honestly speaking, look, it may sound biased, right? But you know what I'm saying? I had Black and Brown 3-0 on that one, and I'm gonna tell you why. Very close. It was a good debate, though. I'm not, and I fucks with G5 too, because everybody keeps associating him with LDBC, which I have no problem with LDBC. Kind of Loco, which I fucks with very heavy. You know what I'm saying? He's LDBC. You know what I'm saying? And Kind of Loco's always fucking with G5. That's how I know G5, through Kind of Loco, right? And so I think that people just like take some shit that, you know, their own hatred, and they try to put it on other people and associate shit. You know what I mean? And the same thing like with Black and Brown. Just because you got some trolls that are racist that never show their face, they just some avatars. Trust me when I tell you, Black and Brown has nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? They just trolls that keep popping up on the channel. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when it comes to the debate, just talking about substance, right? The first question, right, had to do with the DAZN versus the you know,
Yeah, I just put it up
Showtime
on.
deal.
I put it up on the screen. Yep.
Yeah. I think he made some good points on that. That was a good question right there. Where, you know, I think both gentlemen made some great points. The subscription thing, I think people have to understand on a global level. I think Black and Brown articulated that well when it came to the global level. It's not just an American sport; it's a global sport. So I think that's why I favored him in that first round. With the second round, when it came down to David Benavidez, here's a problem with me with that one. David Benavidez, I interviewed him last year and I interviewed him this year. Both times he never said that he wanted to smoke with especially the first time. The first time he said, yeah, he might need a couple more fights before he fights Canelo. Right? That's what he said the first time. This year he said, yeah, he's willing to fight anybody, but he really wants Plant and Charlo. That's who he really wants. Right? That's who he really wants. He got no problem getting into the ring with somebody. So everybody else wants to see it. Everybody else keeps talking about that you know, he's ducking Benavidez, but Benavidez is not giving that energy every time I talk to him.
Well,
and every time that I see him talking to other people. Yeah.
I got something to say about that because I interviewed Benavidez too. I talked to him in Dallas and I interviewed him on my channel. And yeah, I'm not feeling that because he straight up told me, like, the dude, I was his mandatory twice and he wouldn't fight me. We offered him $55 million up front.
So he said some big signals in.
Hold on. Yeah. We offered him $55 million up front and back in, and he turned it down because he didn't want to fight me. He said he was willing to fight Jamal Charlo. He was like, yeah, I'm cool with Jamal Charlo. They put me on there for more money, $55 million guaranteed up front and back end money, and he wouldn't fight me. So he told me when I interviewed him, he said, so, you know, fuck it. I mean, I'm not gonna worry about it no more. I'm not gonna base my career around here. around him, so I'll go prove myself. He's saying that we all need to fight each other and prove ourselves, so I'm willing to do that. So it's not that he wasn't calling for Canelo, that he had been calling for Canelo. It was that he was sick of calling for Canelo, and he saw that Canelo wasn't going to fight him. And this is what I'm saying, what he's saying to me, that he saw that Canelo wasn't going to fight him. So yeah, he wasn't going to base the rest of his whole career chasing somebody that he feels that is not going to take no fight with him. 55 million and back end money proved that. So
let me say this, bro, because Teach put this up here, and I was gonna talk to y'all behind the scenes, but everybody made their opinion felt. And I understand, y'all know I'm open to changing things and trying to make things better. But this comment that Teach just left altogether, that's exactly what I was trying to do with having two judges up here. So even if the fan vote, even if the audience vote is probably like skewed, maybe they just don't like Canelo and they all voted for G5 because of that reason. Well, I still got two judges up here, and the other person can still win the round because the two judges are unbiased, and they can still, because you only need 2 votes to win the round. So if you really want to do it based off the numbers, the audience still gets to participate, but they're only 33% of the outcome. Their vote only holds 33% weight, bro.
Yeah, but if you have the 33% of a biased fan judge like it was, and it really was biased, I don't give a damn what nobody say. You could just tell by the comments that they was putting in the goddamn thing. So if it's 33% and every goddamn body being biased, yeah, I'm not saying everybody in the chat being biased, but it's the majority being biased, then it's still not fair at the end of the day.
And the thing is it's not that we don't want the chat shouldn't count, but like Money said, man, when you watching what people saying in the chat, and I try not to talk too much about the debate itself. You know, I'll drop my link. I'll do certain things in the chat, but I ain't really talking about the debate because I want the debaters to do their thing, and I'm trying to listen to what they're talking about. And man, it's so many preconceived notions already coming into it. If you go look at, and I hate to say it this way, but just being honest about it, go look at the poll before as far as who people picked to win, and then look at how the votes went in the chat. The majority of the time, bro, they match up. You know what I'm saying? The majority of the time they match up. And so I feel like a lot of times people come in with a notion of who they want to win or who they're going to be supporting in the battle. You know what I mean? And so
I can't punish the people that I can't punish the people that
say something about that.
No, I agree with you. I agree. I agree. You can't punish them.
But check it out though. Is somebody who asks people to hit the like button, to watch, to participate, I can't take their participation away from them for the ones that are doing it the right way, for the ones that are really listening to the debate, really into it, really voting. I try to kind of counteract that by having 2 people up here that I know ain't gonna be on the bullshit. So if I do have a debate where my chat is maybe voting on bullshit, or where my chat is maybe not voting the objectively, then I know I got 2 people who are gonna be up here objectively, and the person that really should win the round is gonna win the round more times than not, because the 2 people I got up here judging is gonna judge that shit correctly, bro. Like, I cannot and I will not get rid of all like chat participation, bro. I just won't do it.
OTB, you don't need to recount. You got cooked, OTB.
Yeah, if the judge is split on your panel, then the judge wins a lot, bro. Yeah,
let me chime in real quick if I can.
Just like Key and Boxianna, if they were split, one had a G5, one had a fucking black and brown, and then it comes down to the fucking chat that's biased as fuck, right? And that's not with Canelo. We go look at Earl and Bud. More motherfuckers like Earl, to where even when Smoke was up here, right? Smoke was saying some good shit. They weren't listening to nothing. So it was like it was just like it's just. I don't know, man. It is what it is, man. But y'all see
I want to make it. I want to make it. Look,
exactly what's going on.
I can't do this shit. I can't do this shit without y'all. You know what I mean? Like I can't do this shit without y'all. I can't do this shit without the chat. So I wanna make this shit something that you guys want to continue to do and participate in and be a part of. So I'm open to whatever y'all think will fix it, whatever the chat think. I just want to make sure that the people that support us, the people that watch all our channels, that hit our like buttons, that give us super chats, they need to have a voice in this too. You know what I mean? So whatever we got to do, like if y'all want me to be the final say, if it's some shit going on, then I'm cool with that. I ain't tripping. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it 100, and I'm gonna be able to explain to you why I'm voting for who I'm voting for. But I just I want everyone to be able to enjoy this and participate and feel like they got a voice in the outcome, bro.
I mean, if you go on a fight, if you an American champion, and you go on a fight in Europe, you know you're gonna get some European bias, right? So it's all good. But listen, can I land the plane real quick because I really gotta go. But
yeah, go ahead and go. And then again, bro, when he get done, everybody,
I was saying.
Yeah, go ahead. When he get done, though, y'all cook, bro. Like I ain't paying.
Yeah. I just want to say to the brother that responded, look, it sounds like then we getting mixed signals because, honestly speaking, man, like I talked to him before we went live, and you know what I'm saying, like every time I spoke to him, like the dude sound like you know he's willing to, like I don't think he's ducking any smoke, but it is not like he's looking for that. You know what I'm saying? That's why in the second interview I didn't really talk about Canelo like that because he was more interested in talking about his fight and then Andre and Charlo. And if you listen, I had to stay quiet for a minute because he was going off on him. You know what I mean? But okay, I mean you got interviews with him, I got interviews with him. I feel like he gave me a different type of energy in that though. But with that being said though, on the third point, when it came down, I was also waiting for him to talk about for Black and Brown to be talking about the clenbuterol levels because at the end of the day, the whole Mexican soccer team got banned one time because of their levels because it's consistent with the tainted meat. And as a matter of fact, the amount that was illegal is not enough or wasn't enough to enhance performance. So if he would have brought that up, and he did get suspended for 6 months, so if he would have brought that up, that would have been a stronger argument on that case because they increased it, but at the end of the day, the original amount wasn't enough to actually enhance performance, right? And it's PED is a performance enhancing drug, so he should have brought that out to really close that argument. But overall, man, it was a great debate. Like I said, man, shout out to both G5 and Black and Brown. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to you for having a crisp, clean debate and everybody, and, you know, maintaining order and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? That was good to see. So with that being said, man, shout out to everybody on the panel, man. Peace out.
All right, bro. Peace. All right, y'all go ahead, bro. Like I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, what up, everyone, man? What up?
What's going on?
Yeah, I just
we can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, cool. I know most of you. I don't know all y'all, man, but anyway, I just wanted to give my thoughts real quick. First off, shout out to Knockout Boxing, man. And I think we need to refocus on what this is presenting to the community on YouTube. You know what I mean? And sometimes I think we're a little bit fixated on who wins, who doesn't win. There is no winners or losers, man. We coming on here, we're debating, we're talking about boxing, and we're trying to stop the cutthroat tactics and the sneak dissing and all the other bullshit that happens in this community. We bring people on a panel to debate, to hash it out, and have a good time. But at the end of the day, the chat's going to be the chat. It's a responsibility of the two men that are debating to not pay attention to the chat and stay at the topic at hand. And if you have the mentality of, man, you know, I'm going to give my best effort, there is no winning and losing, then we don't have to get too caught up with what the chat's doing. And I was part of the chat, and I was chiming in myself, saying little different things here and there. But I'll tell you this, it was a fucking great debate. I walk away from it. I may have my man G5 up slightly, but I'm going to walk away from this thinking, man, that was a hell of a debate, man. This was put together and constructed very well. It was very well organized. And, you know, Knockout Boxing can't do anything about he can't do nothing about the chat, but he needs the chat for participation. They're the ones that put the likes up to tweak the algorithm, to let the people know what we're doing over here. And I've been campaigning for this type of platform for the past 12 years. And it looks like Knockout Boxing is finally, you know, riding that wave and making something happen. So, you know, I'm very, very happy to be a part of this as a boxing fan. And yeah, man. And just a couple other things that I want to say in regards to the chat. What I will say is this. All of this shit coming over here talking about, oh, y'all just going for G5 because G5 is part of the LDBC and whatever the fuck else. Leave that shit at the door, man. We got two men up here debating. I'm sick of seeing this shit. Oh, yeah, but he Mexican, so he riding this way. Or oh, he LDBC, so he riding that way. We got two men standing on their own 2 feet coming in here debating. So leave all that shit. And in my opinion, Knockout, when you see that shit in the chat, you should warn their ass because they coming in here with the wrong mentality. They ain't coming in here to talk about boxing.
Oh no, we got them the fuck up out of here.
The
Yeah, we
chat is
locked
going
in.
to be here when you got great content. Yeah, it's oh, we need the chat. The motherfucking chat is going to be here regardless. Period. Great content is great content. They can't stay away from it. Period. I don't give a fuck if you tell them that your vote count or the vote don't count. The motherfucker's going to be here because it's great content, regardless
Look
of
at
what
this
the
Leonard
situation
Element.
is, bro. Right? Regardless
Nah,
of
I
what it.
just
Coach, sit your old ass back before I make you have more
Look
to
at
count.
Leonard
You
Element.
don't have to say nothing,
You
Coach.
gonna
Sit
buy
your
it
old ass
anyway?
back.
How Leonard Element?
Right?
I
They
hear you
gonna be
know.
here anyway, right? They gonna have their
y'all
ass
don't start that
I hear you
bullshit,
know.
bro.
period.
Y'all don't
Fucking
start
Lynn, you
that
gonna
Period.
buy
bullshit
it
up here,
anyway.
man.
I don't
Coach,
give a
sit,
Goddamn.
fuck who take fight. You
sit
gonna
Coach,
your
buy
let
old
it
ass,
money,
sit
anyway.
your
coach,
old ass
let
back,
money
Coach, before
finish,
you have
and
more
then
to
you
count.
can go at him. Go ahead, money. Finish
Sit
what
your
you
old ass
saying.
back, Coach. For I make you have more. You gonna need your
Fuck
head
out of
rubbed in a
here.
minute. You gonna need your head and your motherfucking shoulders rubbed in a minute. You better sit your old ass back now. Now, when we're looking at the situation, fam, the chat's gonna be here anyway, bro. It's great content. Period. When you got a debate going on, what's today? Knockout Wednesday? Who the fuck? What the fuck?
Wednesday.
Not saying people don't have shit to do, right? I'm not gonna say that. I don't know what you're doing in your lifetime or shit like that. But if you motherfuckers come over here and sit for 3 hours right now with a debate, you motherfuckers will be here again for 3 hours for a debate. Long as it's the right motherfuckers on the panel and it's great content. At the end of the day, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like my man say, it's one of the best structures, right? They coming over. It don't control the panel. At the end of the day, it don't control the panel. So to me, it shouldn't affect the panel. The chat is going to be the chat, like you said. That's a fact, right? That's a fact. But we all know if it's somebody that they like more, right, it's going to lean towards that way more. That's just the reality, bro. Stop acting like we don't know that
Yeah,
shit
but
like
it's
it's something
also
new.
it's also
So
it's
what we,
also the
hold on, bro. Hold on,
responsibility.
bro. Hold on, bro. Like I say, even with Earl is my fucking guy. I got him beat Turnsburg Crawford. But if somebody making a great fucking point for Turnsburg Crawford and nobody is paying attention, they just they not even listening to the shit. They not even listening to what the like people go put their hard work in to make it happen. Like they put time in, they do what they gotta do, fam, to come up here and debate. And it ain't easy to get your ass up here and debate. So if somebody coming up here and putting down a hell of an effort, bro, and they put their fucking work in, they deserve the proper respect, right? For a motherfucker to listen and say, you know what, they made some great points. Instead of just saying, oh well, so fucking what? It doesn't matter what you said. Like even if you're picking against, at least listen first, instead of just testing stupid shit and you're not even paying attention to what the man's saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
But doesn't it fall on the content creators who will come on here to debate to make sure that their subscribers know that they're about to
But
debate?
I'm telling you,
You got to
that's the
bring in your
thing.
family.
But if somebody come in with their mind made up, it doesn't matter about the fan base. Somebody coming in like you, if I'm coming in with my mind made up already, that you know what, I'm going for my brother Keon. I don't give a fuck what the next nigga say. I'm going for Keon. Whatever Keon say, I'm just gonna ride with it, right? I can come to this motherfucking just this nigga said some of the realest shit in the motherfucking world. Oh, that's bullshit. But my brother Keon, he cooking. Yeah, I'm going for Keon, and you're not even giving the man a fucking chance because that's what's going on. Because sometimes you can't change the mind of grown ass individuals, right? And we know that shit. So when people talk, oh, well, it's up to you to change the mind. No, grown motherfuckers come here with stupidity and they gonna say stupid shit, right? So if you can't sit your grown ass down and listen to a fucking debate, which is a debate, you know what I mean? We're not
For
debating in the chat. We're not. I can't go on there and I hate I did it today, but I did it because they was overriding shit. We're not debating in the chat. You're not up on the panel. Knockout said all the time. If you have a problem with somebody, if you want to debate, hit me up. He put his fucking email out there. So if you want to debate somebody, hit Knockout up and Knockout to go find your fucking opponent for
right,
what you want to debate on. Don't get into the
right.
goddamn chat. And now that they having a good fucking debate and it's going well, now you want to take away from them and shake your ass and you want to be the center of attention. Nah, let them people do what they do, and you call the shit down the fucking middle, bro. But motherfuckers can't do
I
that shit
agree
because
with
it's too
that.
like
I agree
right,
with
bro.
that. I agree with that. But I think it's only a problem, in my opinion. I think it's only an issue if one channel has a far superior fan base and they're automatically going to bring in much more people to flood the chat. But if the two channels are relatively similar as far as fan base is concerned, in my opinion, it's up to you to bring your family into the chat so you can balance out the chat. People are going to debate in the chat, bro. I mean, it is what it is. They're going to talk shit.
And
But
that's why I think
But
it's
but
up to the people
Let
debating
me
to
let me
say
let
what
me
they want to
get
say.
let me
nah,
get coach let me get
nah,
coach
just
and
think.
SWAT Jones and some of
All
the
right,
brothers who ain't
make
spoke
go off
yet.
this.
Yeah, man.
Make off this
Hey,
last point, Knockout.
oh
If
no,
they
go ahead.
bring they if they bring
Go
their
ahead.
people over, right? Like he said, right? So if Knockout bring his people over, right? And then you got the other people already over, you know what the fuck is gonna be. It's gonna turn into a whole motherfucking race war and ain't shit gonna get by. You know what I mean? So like he said, you have some stupid motherfuckers that gonna say some stupid shit. But if they look and they seeing people just saying, oh, it's this way and that way, then they gonna start being one way they goddamn self, man. So that's why I think the chat should be the chat. Yes, you should put the poll up there for who they think win, but I don't think that should affect. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well the judges thought, I mean the chat thought this person won, but that shouldn't go towards who really judging the thing. Let them have their vote. They can have their vote, but it shouldn't go
But then
towards
you
who
but then
really
you
won the
also
battle.
you got
God,
guys like Smoke get up here. He ain't got no channel. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't bringing nobody with him. He just getting up here to debate. So it's hard to say that they need to bring their family over with them when me and Knockout debated, bro. I think I had 80 subs or something like that. You know what I mean? So
That's
it
fair.
it, it,
That's fair.
it you know what I mean? So it can't always be that way.
I'm just look, bro.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take it all into consideration. I'm just letting everybody know right now, bro. I'm not taking my people for granted. Like they just always gonna be here and shit, and I can just tell them that they shit don't matter. Like they listening to us, they sitting up in this bitch for 2.5, 3 hours. I feel like it's more than fair that they have at least a small way on the outcome, bro. What they like and what they don't like, and then it's on my two judges that I elect to make sure that we get the shit right, even if they get it wrong, to make sure they unbiased and they can actually back up what they're saying. But I want to get some of the brothers in here that ain't talked yet, because I gotta get ready to wrap it up in a little bit. But coach, go ahead, and then Swag, go
hey,
ahead too.
I ain't gonna be on here long. Hey, bro, that fucking debate was fire for real. Black and
It
Brown
was,
brought it. G5, you brought it. I think both of y'all left some meat on the bone on both sides. But for the most part, bro, y'all did a hell of a job, bro. And just like your boy said, there ain't really no winner or loser, because this shit was close as fuck, bro.
That's what I'm
It was just a
saying, bro.
great debate, bro. So it was fine. But
And when they go back to their channels and they grow, that's really the shit
Facts.
right there. Like when they go back to their shit and they
Money
grow and they
Brown,
got new
stop talking
subscribers
that
and shit.
bullshit
Coach, quit
about
talking to me, Coach.
bias,
It's not
nigga.
about Money Brown and
Hell no,
Coach. It's
yeah,
not
it's
about us.
about
Let
you.
them
I'ma
have their
talk
shit.
shit to you.
It's
Nah,
not
y'all
about me,
not
Coach.
finna
It's not
do that. I
about me.
gotta let the other
Yeah.
brothers
Oh,
talk,
all
coach.
right, hold
Not
on.
it's
Let
You're
me
not
about
go,
me,
finna
because
get
I
Coach.
him
gotta
It's
go.
riled up,
about Coach
coach.
and Money
I
Brown.
gotta go. Yeah, I'm gonna get his little ass right up. Talk
Nah,
You
you
about
ain't
ain't
gonna
gonna
get
get
bias.
him
me. I'm gonna
riled
get
up,
your
bro.
ass
We
right. You
not
can't
doing
get me
that
right.
today.
It ain't no Coach. It ain't no Coach and
I
Money
talk
Brown. It's
about
something else.
bias when I went to his channel after Canelo got his ass kicked. Talk about Canelo won. Stop that shit.
Money, stop, bro.
Yo,
Coach,
man.
stop.
Hey,
I cut that shit out, dog.
Hey, money. I
can
love you, my little brother.
I say something,
All
man?
right, y'all take it easy. Swag, go ahead, bro.
Hey,
You
let me
been
say
waiting,
something,
bro.
man. Like I love Coach and Money, man. Yo, it's entertainment every time you hear them
Big
together,
fat.
man.
Man,
But
I
I was
love
like,
that little
Man, that's my big
motherfucker,
brother,
boy.
man. I
hey,
love the fuck out of Coach.
I love Coach. I love ETB. I love Knockout, man. I love OTB, man. It's like seeing y'all every day, man. It's almost like I got love for y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie, Knockout, man. Like you put together something like astronomical, bro. And the reason why, and the thing is, I don't think you should change nothing right now. But you know, like when I look in the chat, like all right, for instance, like my granddaddy sat me on the couch every day watching boxing.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I went to I went to try Golden Gloves and everything like that. So the thing is, like, if you're a real boxing fan, man, you understand what it is. And the thing is, like, when you got two cats who come up here on the panel, it take a lot of courage to do that. And in
I
the
agree.
chat, you be like, all right, you see a lot of cats like debating in the chat, but it's like, okay, get up on the panel though, like show how much you really know about this shit. And then the
Facts.
thing is like you see so many people, but I mean, but it's a project right now, right? So it ain't no point in changing shit. So, but I mean, like after a while, it's like you want, with these guys, it's like because cats doing this, doing the social media and YouTube, man, they take it serious. You get up every day, they get up on the panel, man, they give everything they got. It's almost embarrassing if you lose, but it's great if you win. So it's like when it, later on down the line, when this shit get big, I know it will, it got to come down to the judges who know boxing. And it's like you see a lot of people who be debating the whole time in the chat, right? And they don't be listening to none of these people saying, but you got a lot to say, but you won't get up on the panel. So I kind of feel what everybody's saying, but I think you're doing a great job putting the people in, because how you gonna build if you don't let them in? So I just think KO, man, you the perfect nigga for it, man. I mean,
Appreciate that, bro.
I mean,
Appreciate
you know
that.
what I'm saying? So, but I mean,
it's so extraordinary, man. And when you see people debating all the time, like I was late and I couldn't even judge on the first round because I wasn't here to listen to these two men talk. So I took it upon myself to say, you know what, I'm not gonna judge on the first one. I'm gonna judge on the second one. So man, but it's just a project, man. I think you the perfect nigga for it, man. And you from Texas. No disrespect to nobody from another state, but man, I fuck with you. You know that deal
already.
But
Yeah, look, bro, and we gonna get this shit right. Like I'm
I
gonna
know.
listen to my brothers, I'm gonna listen to people. We gonna change shit. We gonna tweak it. We gonna make it to where the shit it's gonna pop. I'm not in this shit to fail. But let me go to D Free. D Free, go ahead and get some words in here, man, real quick. What you got, bro? You ain't really said nothing, man.
No, this was a fire ass debate. Both these guys was cooking, and I never heard of Black and Brown before, but he came with some heat, and he gave G5 a run for his money. And I'm like, y'all, I had it 2-1 G5. The first round I gave it to Black and Brown. The last two rounds I gave it to G5. But it's not about winning or losing. It's about these people be able to come on this platform and settle their differences in a respectable manner. One guy like another guy, and instead of everybody arguing and yelling over top of each other, they could come out and settle their difference in a respectable manner, and everybody can hear each side without having to tell somebody, hey, hold on, let me get my point out, and then you could talk. So, like I said, it's not about winning or losing, but both these guys was on fire tonight. And just like every night, this joint is. I look forward to Wednesday and Thursday watching these debates because this joint is a fire platform, and you did something that a lot of people thought of doing, but nobody actually did it. And I'm a support it from now on. I said I've been supporting from day one when I saw Money Brown on here because I bumped across it when you came on with it, and then I was like, oh shit. I said, Knockout doing this shit every week. Oh yeah, I gotta watch this because this is something that a lot of people thought about doing. Nobody never actually put it together. So yeah, keep doing what you're doing, man. This joint was fire. G5, he did his thing, and like I said, Black and Brown, he did his thing. He actually brought my eyes to his channel because I never heard of him. But what he was spitting, it made me look at Canelo like, okay, maybe I can actually fuck with Canelo. But then I was like, okay, well G5 is spitting. Maybe I gotta look at Canelo the same way I've been looking at Canelo. So I didn't look at Canelo as how I've been looking at Canelo. I came in here as an open mind, and like I said, I scored it 2-1 G5. But Black and Brown was giving hot points on every subject.
Mm-hmm.
They were coming with it. That shit was hella hard to judge. Like I said, that shit was hella hard to judge.
Man, I got a phone call in the middle of round 3. Had to take care of something for my kids. That's what happened, bro. It threw my whole train of thought off, bro. Cause my mind had to go to my kids. I said, God damn. I left my judge, my ref.
Before the rebuttal, he cooked you before the rebuttal.
You say that shit with the rebuttal. Like I said, you say that shit with the rebuttal.
Your rebuttal was, to me, that's when you came in and saved it, you know. But I was like, oh shit.
Big dog Willie, K-Rod, y'all get in on this shit, man. Cause I'm about to get ready to wrap, Charlotte.
All right, I just want to say, man, that debate, man, that was a great debate, and man, I'll be honest with you, it's a tie to me, man. It's a straight draw, G5 was, man, that second round, man, I don't think he even kind of really touched you. I mean, he came with some good points, but you came, man, you came back, and man, it was over. First round, man, Black and Brown came on strong, like he didn't give a fuck. But that third round, man, that shit was too close, man. I don't even want to give it to nobody. Like, man, it was a draw, man. I enjoyed this whole shit. I enjoyed the, man, knockout. This is some great shit, man. This is, man, I wish you can do this shit every day. Man, I appreciate this shit, man. This is a fresh breath from on this boxing YouTube in a long time for me, man. So, man, straight out to you, Knockout, Black and Brown, man, G5, man, this was beautiful, man. And man, that's all I got to say. Just one thing real quick. I agree with Money with the chat. I know they had to be involved, you know, to show them love and everything. But in a debate like that, I mean, it doesn't matter who comes. I mean, 'cause a lot of people came to the channel not because of Black and Brown fan base. It's just because they seen Canelo on the title, so they came over here and said whatever. So you can't really put down black and brown. I just think that in the debate like this, when it's this good, you just have to extra chat out and just like, okay, there's no winners. But that's all I got to say. Yeah, man, Knockout, keep it up, man.
I'm trying to, bro. K-Rod, go ahead and get in on this, man. What you got?
Yeah, look, I was just gonna say this was a pretty good debate. I thought G5, handled it pretty well. Didn't really think Black and Brown didn't, seal the deal in the last two rounds. The first round was definitely like a pretty good round, but overall, like I thought the debate could have definitely went a little bit more deep into the, I guess, like the more interior, argumentation. Everything was kind of just, overviewed with like a very thin analysis based off of what the topics that were being discussed. But either way, it was a great debate, very good discussion, and hopefully there could be more debates like this.
Yeah, man, we're gonna try to keep the shit going, bro.
I'm just saying about what Money said, man. Yeah, I know, like the chat, they want to be involved, but let's keep it 100. The chat ain't most of the. It's only a very, very, very few people in the chat that's gonna come in and just listen and be unbiased, right? If it's one fighter that they hate and another fighter that they like, or if it's just the fighter that they don't like, we know that. Let's keep it 100. Like, you know what I'm saying? The chat ain't gonna vote straight down the middle. They just not. You know what I'm saying? We do shows every day. People gonna go for who they like. And I agree with Money Brown. Money should know, because he one of the most biased motherfuckers when it comes to a fighter he like in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep it 100, So it's just, I mean, yeah, if you got, right, if you competitive and you saying, okay, this person won and this person lost, motherfuckers gonna feel some way if they look in the chat and everybody just, not even listening to the debate and they just going off of what fighter they like. Motherfuckers gonna feel some type of way, because I'm gonna feel some type of way.
And this the thing though, when that does happen, bro, it some people who may want to debate, it may you know what I'm saying? It not necessarily prevent them, but it'll give them a second thought. And just to be honest, man, shout out to Dundada, man. Dundada jumped on the panel with me last night, right? And Dundada said, bro, I can't jump up there because I already know the chat is against me. I'm already arguing with their ass in the motherfucking chat. So I know if I jump on the panel, they're gonna be talking shit about me. You know what I mean?
Man, I hear what y'all saying, bro, but you got two judges that's not against you up here. You got a way to win the round. Fuck the chat. Like, that shit sound like I don't give a, like, I go, bro. You talking with somebody who started this shit that goes anywhere, bro. Like I go anywhere. I don't give a fuck about no chat. I know I cooked you. I know what I bring to the table when it comes to this boxing talk shit. But I hear what y'all saying, and I want to make the shit work. But that shit sound like I got Key up here and I got Boxianna up here. I know they not biased, bro. I know they gonna tell you who they really thought won the round, bro. And Black and Brown was up here getting rounds and shit, bro. They was giving him rounds and talking about how he was cooking, and they gave that man his props, bro. So I can't, like, we had 200 and some people here. I'm not just gonna give him a big middle finger and say, nah, y'all just sit here, listen, sit back, don't say shit, and let the real people that know boxing get up on this motherfucker and vote and shit, and you just listen and you enjoy the entertainment. Nah, bro, they gotta participate. Otherwise, numbers gonna go down. And if somebody weak-minded enough to where they don't want to debate because they worried about the chat and shit, but we got two judges up here that will give your ass around if you come in this bitch cooking, I'm not really trying to hear that shit, because when you making those excuses, you talking to a content creator that go everywhere, bro. Everywhere. If my name is called, if somebody say they want something, I will pull up, or I will try to debate you. I will try to set it up. If you don't want to come over here, I'll be willing to go to people's shit and do that shit, bro. Like, I'm not trying to hear that shit about 33%. You got three votes. You got the damn chat, right? You got the motherfucking judge up here number one, and you got judge up here number two. All you gotta do is get 2 out of the 3 votes to win. I could give a damn about the chat, bro. I could lose every round in the chat. If the judges is unbiased, I know my boxing enough that they gonna feel me, bro. They gonna rock with what I got to say because I know what I got to say is solid, bro. And if people ain't confident enough to do that shit, then fuck them, bro. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro.
So I don't think that you need to take the chat out of the, out of it, right? That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you need to take the chat out of it. I'm just making the point of when we argue about that shit, like it's obvious. You know what I'm saying? We know that
Yeah.
boxing fans in general, they gonna be biased and they gonna roll with who they like the best. You know what I'm saying? Most boxing fans, they not trying to hear shit that you're talking about if they like this fighter or if they don't like a certain fighter. That's just how it is. I mean, I talk about that shit every day. You on my channel every day, knockout, and I talk about that shit all the time.
No, you
It's
do.
just how boxing is gonna be like that. So you ain't gonna be able to change it. But I feel what you're saying. If you know you won in your head, hey.
Yeah, bro. Like if I go over to somebody that's arguing with me about Earl and Bud, and I know that I just was over on the homie Boxer Die, King David. I was on his shit earlier today. And the whole chat was in that bitch telling me I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. They said, you don't know what the hell you talking about, all that shit. Now, it was another brother up on the panel. I know I fucked them up. I know I cooked them. Like, I don't give a fuck about the chat, bro. I know I cooked them. Had the motherfucker tell me, yeah, you right. Had him on there telling me, yeah, you right. Or nah, I can't disagree there. Yeah, because this shit is facts, bro. Like, and this shit ain't for the faint of heart, I guess, bro. But I don't know, bro. But I gotta get ready to wrap it. Go ahead, coach.
What you need to do if you want to make it all the way fair, all you got to do is get 3 on the panel, 3 judges on the panel, and the chat. So you just have 4 judges.
That ain't gonna be fair. Now, what if the motherfuckers end up 2-2? Then what? Then I'm gonna have a problem. Like, ain't nothing gonna be perfect, bro. What if
it's gonna be, you act like the thing about it is y'all can have who said we can't have draws in this shit?
Nah, we can have draws. So let me ask y'all this and be real. What debate ended up being with like, damn, this person really won, but they said they lost? What debate have we had that happened on yet?
Well, tonight was real close, bro. Like tonight was real close, and we don't know. Like it was close, and for people to be saying what they're saying now, they go to show you how close it really was. But if you got 3 judges and you got the chat who y'all say is biased, then you can have 3 unbiased. You already know the ones that's gonna be unbiased to judge the shit and not be a fucking Adelaide bird. You know what I'm saying? That's already on the panel. So if you got it unbiased like that and the chat vote against what the fucking panel is saying, then I mean the panel win. That's all I'm saying. You know. So if you get 2-2, then fuck that mean it's a close motherfucking fight.
Look, I holler at all y'all behind the scene, bro. I want to make the shit right and I want to make the shit perfect, but I'm not.
But I want to say one more thing because I gotta go.
Go ahead,
because I gotta go. Dwayne Freeman, I can't whoop. I'm gonna whoop your motherfucking ass tomorrow, copper. You hear? Yeah.
Just know this ain't gonna be no accident shooting. I'm heading straight for you.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying, but I'm gonna be on your ass.
Y'all go ahead and get your last words, coach. Start with you, and then I'll go all the way around, and we'll wrap it up.
All right, brothers. Glover Boxing and more. Y'all come and holler at me. Come subscribe to the channel, and watch me cook Dwayne Freeman. I'm gonna make him like raw. I'm gonna cook him to the bone. You're gonna be able to just pull the bones out of his ass. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all be good.
Already. Let's go to the brother D Free first, next, bro. D Free, go ahead and get your last words, man.
Yeah, y'all can find me at boxing matchups _ Dwayne Freeman. Y'all, I got NFL matchups as well. I'm doing NFL football games starting next week. I'll be doing NFL football games. But yeah, y'all can see me tomorrow. I'm a cook coach, and like I said, I'm a smoke his ass. This ain't gonna be no daggone accidental shooting.
Already. Appreciate you, D Free. K-Rod, get your last word. Shout out to Hawaiian Punch with that $2 in the super chat. Good debates tonight. Have a good night, everyone. You too, Hawaiian Punch. Appreciate you always supporting the channel. K-Rod, go ahead and give your last words, man.
Yep. Thank you for having me on. Y'all can find me over at KRAD7435. That's my brand new channel. My old channel got censored down by YouTube unnecessarily. But yeah, like I make like a bunch of sports and gaming content. Just gonna be back on the grind. I also have podcasting, like channel links. That's in the description below of my videos. And yeah, thank you for having me on, and can't wait to do this again.
Already. Key, go ahead and give your last words. Key, I know you did it once before, but man, if you want to give them again, or you just want to peace out, man, whatever, go ahead and give your last words, bro.
I just want to let everybody know next week on the 31st, I'm gonna cook the fuck out of Money Brown. That nigga gonna run. He gonna get up out that wheelchair and run after I get done with his ass. That motherfucker gonna be able to run. Fuck walking. He gonna run the 4.240. Hey, it's going down. He already know what it is. I'm finna cook his ass.
Already, bro. I appreciate you, man. I'll catch you next. I'll see you tomorrow, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace out. And I just put to my brother who asked that question, Snacks B. I just pinned the link right there, bro. That's Coach's link to his channel, Glove Up Boxing and more. Right side, go ahead and get your last words, bro.
Man, another great debate, man. Appreciate everything you're doing for the sport, Knockout. You done set the bar high, and a lot of niggas they can't follow what you got going right now, bro. And appreciate everything you're doing, man. Hopefully we can work behind the scenes and continue to make debates. My brother always said that you Al Heyman and I'm Sam Watson, bro. That's what he told me.
I ain't trying to be Al Heyman. No, I'm trying to get back in the ring, bro.
Man, oh, that see,
I'm trying to get back in the ring, bro. Like. Hey. You know what I'm saying?
I want
somebody, not me and you. We already debated, but
we good. But
now find somebody to debate me, bro.
Bro, you know how hard it is, bro. Hey, man, look, I'm gonna hit you up behind the scenes. Give me a couple topics, and I'm gonna find somebody for your ass, bro. I'm gonna find somebody for
any topic, bro.
Any topic.
You know me. Any topic. I don't give a damn, bro.
Give me a week, bro. Give me a week. That's my goal this week, bro. I'm searching. I'm searching this week for somebody.
Tell them you can moderate and they can pick the judges, bro.
Facts.
I don't care. I'm walking on shit, bro. You know how I give it up.
Hey, man, much love to you, Knockout, and man, y'all go support the channel, man. Dub right side. You know what I mean?
817 Key 817 with who? Me? Set it up. I will fry his Kendrick Perkins looking ass, bro.
Hey,
Set
man.
it up. Man, 817. I'll see him. He'll be around. I'll talk some shit to him. He know what's up. But yeah, bro, I appreciate you, man. Y'all go sub to my brother Dub right side. And you know, it is what on what topic, Key? Let me know what topic real quick. I got an open slot next Thursday night. What topic he talking about? What he disagree with me on? Let me know, bro. Let me know ASAP. Set that shit up like yesterday.
That'll be a good debate, though.
He want to debate me on Andrade Duck and Janabek, man. He don't want. Yes. Is he saying
it's not a duck?
Yeah, he's saying it's not a duck. Bro, that's easy work.
Please.
That's easy work. All right, cool. We'll holler at him, Key. I'll holler at him. That's easy work right there. But Doug, man, I appreciate you as always, bro. And you know, we gonna keep rocking out, bro. But find me somebody else, because that one too easy. I want a tougher topic. Find me somebody that want to do Teofimo Lopez being undisputed and entertaining shit. Like, find me somebody like that, bro.
Give me a minute. Hey, you know I'll be around, so I'm gonna check a couple people out and I'm gonna see what I can find for you.
All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you, man. Thanks for coming up, bro.
Always, bro.
All right, peace. Hey, man, look, I appreciate all y'all in the chat, man. Thank you so much for your support. Be sure to smash the like button on the way out. And you know, man, we're gonna keep trying to rock this out, keep giving y'all the best content we can. We are still doing the prediction show tomorrow. I might start doing his videos again, because I know a lot of y'all like the predictions, but we got to keep the predictions going, because that's my favorite thing to do. Crush said he gonna find me a body. Yeah, find me somebody get knocked out an opponent, bro. It can be anybody. I don't care. Any topic. Y'all know what my thoughts are and shit. You know what I'm saying? BFTB against you will be a good debate. We're gonna definitely get it popping. BF and I already talked about that shit. We're gonna definitely get it popping. The difference is, Eugene, unlike a lot of people, when me and BF disagree, I just go hit his link and we chop it up over there on his shit, because he shouldn't have to do all that running around for smoke and shit. You know, he deserves for smoke to come to him sometime. But yeah, me and BF, we already talked about it. We're gonna debate like a motherfucker. We're gonna both get a few in first, and then we'll do like a, you know what I'm saying, a big one for y'all. But we're gonna definitely get it in, because that's gonna be fire. But look, man, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. We'll be live tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, doing the picks. Then right after the picks, we got Coach versus Dwayne Freeman, Gary Antoine Russell versus Regis Prograis. Y'all be sure to come check that out tomorrow night, 8:30. I appreciate y'all, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. And with that, we out of here. Peace out, y'all.